Welcome to the Crash Out. We live.
Hey.
Oh my goodness.
We back.
What is going on?
All right, guys, y'all can go ahead and introduce yourselves.
What's good, everybody? Welcome. This is the Crash Out, episode 46. We are the 4 members of the Crash Out. One of our members is gone. It is Nano_Blaster. It is actually his birthday, so everybody can give a shout out to Nano or a happy birthday to Nano. You know, he won't be with us because he's celebrating as he should with his family. So it's just gonna be me, One Wing Angel, and Sammy Namikaze. So I guess I introduce myself first. I am Caleb Black Flash. I am the Speedster, the Speedstorm, #1 Jasmine, #1 Knuckles, #1 SPO, #1. Hey man, I'm just keep going. #1 something. CrossWorlds Crash Out. You know what I'm saying? Good to be here. Back on another episode. We'll be chopping it up about some of the recent events and current events with the World Cup and so on and so forth. So make sure y'all stay tuned and strap in. Sammy, go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
What's going on, people? It's good to be back. RIP to Nano this week for the podcast. Just playing. The Big 3-0. Welcome to the club. As you know, you may know me as Sammy Namikaze, the one and only Afro Samurai. Shing! But nah, we got some topics to talk about today. Not as many as we normally do, but that's okay. Short and sweet is nice too. And congrats to Toxic for reaching Legend 1 on Sonic CrossWorlds. I know it's not an easy grind, so good on you for reaching that milestone. And shout out to everybody else that's been playing Sonic CrossWorlds. I know we just recently concluded the Minecraft event. It was fun. I loved the track and can't wait to see what else is in store for this month. I think it will be the Joker event. Don't quote me on that, but I believe so. But yeah, Angel, finish us off.
Whoa. Poppy a Speedstorm. Yo, it's here. Yo, chilling. Yo, congratulations, Toxic to Legend 1. Does that mean you have more time for Speedstorm now? Who said that? We want you back. Say that. Anyways, we got a nice set of topics for you guys today. We're gonna go through the World Cup recaps and a bunch of other gaming news that's gonna be happening today. Happy birthday to Nano, the Big 3-0. Welcome to the 30-30 club. And I just got one question. I got one question to ask Nano. Does your back hurt yet? Pause.
That's crazy.
We said maybe. Oh shit. Yo, without further ado, let's get this intro started and let's get these topics rolling, baby.
Welcome to the Crash Out. Put your seatbelt on me cause we about to lash out. If you hating on the crew, you getting thrashed out. Man, we going so fast, we about to pass out. Pockets for the gamers, man, it's time to ride out. Welcome to the Crash Out. Put your seatbelt on me cause we about to lash out. If you hating on the crew, you getting thrashed out. Man, we going so fast, we about to pass out. Pockets for the gamers, man, it's time to ride out. We covering the drama, we talking about your mama. We smoking on the ganja, we drifting in the Honda. We turning up with Sammy, One Wingers with the family. Black Flash jamming like a lammy, Nano always understanding. Welcome to the Crash Out. Put your seatbelt on because we about to lash out. If you hating on the crew, you getting thrashed out. Man, we going so fast, we about to pass out. Pockets for the gamers, man, it's time to ride out. Welcome to the Crash Out. Put your seatbelt on because we about to lash out. If you hating on the crew, you getting thrashed out. Man, we going so fast, we about to pass out. Pockets for the gamers, man, it's time to ride out.
All right. That is the intro. Let me go ahead and take this image off for you guys. There we go. We in here. Let me pull out. Whoa. Let me pull up the World Cup scores and whatnot. We had a little spicy one. This is the end of week 3, guys. Starting this week, coming up this weekend, it is going to be knockout stages, guys. So it's going to be, we're going down to the nitty gritty in the World Cup. You're gonna see a lot more spicier matches. You're gonna see Caribbean duke it out with the best of the best in Group B. It's gonna be amazing. You know, maybe you know one of these weeks you will see Poppy going against his old team. It's gonna be an emotional one. It's gonna be crazy. But yeah, yo. Without further ado, yo, how do you guys feel about week 3?
I'm pulling it up now. See if I can find it. All right, here we go. Week 3.
So in week 3, guys, we had England versus the US of A. We have Imperial Brazil versus Europe, Brazil versus America, and Caribbean versus Colombia.
Yep, and we can go over the first match. Over 104, which was England versus United States of America. This was my team. You know, I wasn't able to be there for them, but you know what I'm saying, my team's still holding it down. But look at the damage. And it looked like England won 216 to United States of America's 144. So England was locked in. They definitely showed up. You know, the Red Coats won this time. Yeah, looking at the score for each team. For England, we had Valix holding it down for his team with 69 points, the magical number. Then we had Tyap in second on this team with 62, Tom 4K with 49, and Sony with 36. So that is the scores for the England players. And then for Team USA, we had absent leading the pack for America or USA with 59 points. We had Hot Pockets with 40, Iceman with 29, and Shenanigan with 16.
Oh shit, Shy, yo, yeah, Shy played this week.
Some action. She part of the team.
Yeah, that's good. It's good to see Shy in the streets, you know.
Yeah, it's good to see her in the competitive scene back. But yeah, let's look at the matches and see what happened. So for the first match of Jungle Ruins Variation 2, England won that 20 to 16. Looked like Baymax just took over. For the next match, we had Arendelle Variation 6. England won that 20 to 16. For Nightmare Festival Variation 3, England won that 19 to 17. For Raleigh's Mine 2, England won that 24 to 12. For Atlantica, England won that 24 to 12. For the Great Wall 6, England won that 23 to 13. Castle Variation 1, England won that 20 to 16. The Portal, England won that 19 to 17. Wonderland, England won that 22 to 14. Incredible Showdown, England won that 25 to 11. But yeah, England, I think, won every single match. They definitely put the smack down on us, but it's okay because, you know, when the knockout rounds come, you know, the tournament bracket, you know, there's always time for redemption. So, you know, maybe we'll see them and get a revenge, you know, maybe down the tournament line. But I know for at least this week, they had our jersey number. So shout out to England for getting it done in week 3. All right, next up, we had Imperial Brazil versus Europe. So we know Imperial Brazil is definitely one of the strongest teams within the World Cup. This is has a lot of BRZ Final Boss members. We'll see what the score was between Imperial and Europe, and Imperial Brazil won 190 to 170. So this is a lot closer than people might have expected. About a 20-point game, but Brazil still got it done. Let's look at the scores for each team. For Brazil, we had Rugal leading his team this time with 65 points. We had Nunn with 44. 43, and Hayes Quinho with 38. And then for Team Europe, we had Crazy Casanova leading his team with 48, Ferrari with 45, Cedric with 41, and a real special one with 36. So both teams putting a valiant effort, but Rugal definitely was locked in this time around and was the difference maker. So shout out to Rugal. Shout out to both teams. But yeah, let's look at the races and see, you know, how the races went. So for the first race, Jungle Ruins Variation 2, it was a tie, 18 to 18. For Arendelle 6, Brazil won that 26 to 10.
Oh, that was a sweep. Dang.
Ooh. For Nightmare Festival, hey, that definitely, they got something that was very important, especially when we look at the score. For Nightmare Festival Variation 3, Brazil won that 20 to 16. Riley's Mine 2, Brazil won that 20-16. For Atlantica 3, that was a tie. For Great Wall, that was a tie. For Castle, Variation 1, Europe won that 22-14. For the Portal, Brazil won that 21-15. For Wonderland 3, Europe won that 19-17. For Incredible Showdown, that was a tie. So it was a lot of ties, but Europe, they definitely got their their wins in there. But for the majority of the matches, I believe Brazil won. That's all she wrote.
Yeah, that one sweep definitely was a difference maker in those points.
Yes, because I think a sweep is you go up like 16 points or 26 points on the opponent, or it's 16. I think you
16, yeah.
Yeah, so that was a huge difference maker because without that sweep, it might have been a 4-point game.
Yeah, because it looked like there was a lot of ties, so it looked like there was a lot of close games.
Yep. Yeah. For the next match 3 out of 4 within the World Cup, we had Brazil, not to be confused with Imperial Brazil versus America, not to be confused with USA, but Brazil versus America. And Brazil won that 236-124. Ooh, that's 100-point lead. The Brazilians they trying to make a statement. So America, we don't forget though. We don't forget. But let's look at the damage and look what happened. So for Brazil, we had DK leading his team with 66, Danilio with 65, 604 Lucas with 62, and Bronco with 43. So we had 3 Brazilian players with 60 points. And then for Team America, we had Nightmare with 53, KH Fan 90 with 33, Dusty AF with 25, and Styles the Wolf with 13. So, Brazil takeover, I think, across the board. Don't sleep on Brazil. They got 2 teams worth of talented players. America got talented players too, but Brazil, what I'm saying, they definitely have been locked in lately. Now for the matches, let's actually look at the matches and see what happened. So we had Jungle Ruins Variation 2. Brazil won at 25-11. Almost a sweep, but Nightmare saved it from being a sweep. We had Arendelle. Brazil won that 24-12. For Nightmare Festival 3, Brazil won that 22-14. Riley's Mine 2, Brazil won that 25-11. KH Fan stopped the sweep. Atlantica Variation 3, Brazil won that 22-14. Great Wall Variation 6, Brazil won that 23-13. Castle Variation 1, Brazil won that 23-13. The Portal, Brazil won that 23-13. A lot of 23-13s. Wonderland Variation 3, Brazil won that 26-10. That was a sweep. With Dashing first, interesting. And then Incredible Showdown Variation 4, Brazil won at 23-13. So, yeah, Brazil, they definitely were. The chemistry was there, the picks, the performance, everything was for them that week. But, maybe America will get the redemption in the tournament bracket. But for this week, Brazil's definitely the winners. They did their thing. So shout out to Brazil. And last but not least, we got the C's going at it against each other. Caribbean versus Colombia.
We got a Spanish Civil War there with the Puerto Rico versus Colombia.
They crossing the islands to get to each other. We had for the Caribbean, they won that 244-114. So almost 120, 30 points. Y'all did y'all thing, Caribbean. Let's look at the damage. So we had the leader and the MVP of the match and the MVP of the Team Caribbean, One Wing Angel, with 74 points after 10 races. I believe the max point you can get is it 80? Right?
Yeah, 80.
Yeah, 80.
6 off from being perfect. Crazy. And then we have Falcon with 67. We have Sonic Anarchy with 56. And we have Polly Capone with 47. So yeah, they definitely did their thing. And then for Colombia, we had Diego Sack with 35, Star Next with 33, Asuka Langley with 24, and Damian Carraz with 22. So it looks like Colombia, for the most part, all 4 players kind of held their own, but as a team, Caribbean just took over.
Also, to be fair, Diego started late. I think he didn't start. I don't know why it says 8 races, but I think he did not play until like the 3rd or 4th race in. So it was a 4v3 for like the first 3 races, I believe.
Mm-hmm. when we go to the tracks, for Jungle Ruins Variation 2, Caribbean won that 24-12. For Arendelle 6, that was a sweep. Caribbean got that 26-9. Ooh, that was 4-3. That's, I guess you said somebody, they didn't have a player.
Yeah.
For Nightmare Festival 3, that was another sweep, 26-9. For Raleigh's Mind 2, Caribbean won that 22-14. Atlantica Variation 3, Caribbean won that 24-12. Great Wall Variation 6, Caribbean won that 23-13. Castle Variation 1, Caribbean won that 23-13. The Portal Variation 4, Caribbean won that 25-11. Wonderland Variation 3, Caribbean won that 25-11. And Incredible Showdown 4, that was a sweep. They ended with a sweep with Caribbean 26-10. I see the Angel with the Dale on first. Okay. So yeah, that was the matches between Caribbean and Colombia. So if you haven't seen already, watch the VODs, you know what I'm saying? You can see the action if you missed it. But yeah, that concludes, I believe, the group staging within the World Cup. So a lot of interesting matches. I believe after everything said and done, I think the two strongest teams so far, Imperial Brazil and Caribbean. Now, just because they might be, appear to be the strongest doesn't mean they can't get knocked out or they can't lose a match within the tournament stage, because there's a lot of different variables and situations that can happen, but they're definitely looking very strong. So it's going to be interesting to see how this tournament bracket goes within the upcoming weeks. So for the World Cup 2025 knockouts week 1, the matches we have, I guess the tracks we have for the tracks, we have Atlantica Variation 4, Agrabah 3, Silver Screen 1, Factory 1, Incredible Showdown 2, Pirates Life 2, Portal 5, RV Variation 5, Big Hero 6, 4, and Andy's Hero 5. So those will be the 10 tracks they will be racing on for the knockout stage week 1. And the matches that will be coming is England versus America. We have Caribbean versus Europe, Imperial Brazil versus Colombia, and Brazil versus the USA. So we got some spicy matches coming for the knockout stage. Y'all got any predictions? I think England versus America. I think England definitely has the advantage, but I think America definitely can, lock in and, give them a show, catch them by surprise. So, but I do think England has the advantage on that one, especially after seeing what they did this week. Caribbean versus Europe, I probably would say Caribbean.
This is going to be a good match. I'm excited for this match, to be honest, because I get to go against Ferrari and Cedric.
Yeah, very strong players. I think Europe is a very strong, solid team, but Caribbean got a lot of talent. You know what I'm saying? So, but it'll be a good match. Europe definitely could catch Caribbean off guard if they aren't, taking them serious or locked in. So we'll see what happens with that one. Imperial Brazil versus Colombia. Probably going to give it to Imperial Brazil. For obvious reasons. And then we got Brazil versus United States of America. It depends on what version of United States of America shows up. But I think if we show up with our strongest...
That depends on the version. That's crazy.
But I think Caleb is making a return.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? I haven't had a lot of action, but I gotta show up for my team like when it counts. So it's gonna be a good match. It's gonna be close, probably. It's gonna be competitive, but I think Team USA takes it.
Ooh, so, you better take it. What? Who said that?
Yes, sir. I gotta see you at some point.
I'm saying.
You want to see?
I'm saying I want to face everybody from Group B, and apparently the way Wolf set this up, it's going to be that way where you would be able to face the other brackets teams. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, Angel, and do you have I don't know if you have the image, or can you go to the divisions announcements and show the bracket?
Yeah, I could. I could just save the image.
What it's looking like, the new Divisions World Cup 2025 knockout. So this is what the knockout stage is looking like.
I'm gonna post it up. All right, so this is the knockout brackets here. So this would be, Caribbean versus Europe, obviously, is what's happening. So the winner of Caribbean and Europe will go on to week 2 in the knockouts and will go against the winner of England versus America. And then United States of America versus Brazil's team is going to go against the winners of Colombia versus Imperial Brazil. Can you imagine if we have a Brazil versus Brazil? Brazil Civil War?
Hey, that'd be good to see. Let's see what Brazil's on top. I think them DK boys, Calvis and 604 Lucas and so on, they trying to show Wolf like, hey, we team A.
Okay, the student outplays the teacher? Hey.
They got to get through us first, though. So,
Caleb said even aura farming.
Okay, Sung Jin Woo. I see you.
I've been expanding my racing talent, but, I got to bring my talents back.
Oh, that's what we call it. Is that what we call CrossWorlds? We've been expanding, guys.
Hyperbolic time chamber, and now he's back. He's ascended.
Yeah, just like Goku, he had his different training guards. He trained with King Kai, then he went and then he trained with freaking, who was the other one? Master Roshi. He got the Master Roshi training, and then he went and he got the Beerus training. So you ought to mix it up every now and then, get some new skills.
And then obviously, if you lose in these knockouts, you will have a redemption period. So the winning teams will advance in the upper bracket, and then the lower bracket you'll have a redemption race. So if your team gets knocked down, you have a chance to get right back up. So you have 3 chances. If you lose in week 2, you'll go into week 3 in the redemption stage. If you lose in week 3, you'll go against the people that lost in week 2, I believe is how that goes. So then you guys go against each other, and then you get the final redemption team that wins that week 3, which will go against the finals, which would be week 5. I probably read that wrong. I'm trying to understand this bracket as I look at it, but from what I see here, that's what it looks like. So wait, hold on. The final redemption is, I think the final redemption team goes against nobody? Like, I don't understand this week 4 because it just says one team.
Well, because in the winners bracket, every match, somebody's got to lose. So eventually there will be the winners of the winners bracket, but they'll be facing against the winners of the losers bracket because I believe it's like double elimination. You lose twice, it's over. But let's say you lose once, get to the loser bracket and continue to win, you can still make your way back to the final.
Oh, there's a part of the redemption that's missing. Oh, okay, so that's how the picture is. Okay, so there is a part of the redemption that is missing, which is probably why it doesn't make sense to me. And I don't have that image for like the full knockout image. Yeah, the screenshot is not full, so that means there's more is there? Okay, yeah, okay, I see. So that means there's more matches below here then, because I do see a line that goes down. Toxic said, could I join the finals? Damn, Toxic will make a special appearance in the finals. He said if Caribbean makes it to the finals, he's coming out the hyperbolic time chamber.
He's coming off the bench?
He's coming out the hyperbolic time chamber with the fucking legend status of CrossWorlds, and I'm back.
I think they're an interesting individual because that means, let's just say that Caribbean makes it to the final against the Imperial Brazil. If Toxic were to come back, then he would be going against his former team and former, with BRZ that he was a part of in divisions. So imagine winning divisions season 4, and then next thing you know, you're going against them in the World Cup.
Damn.
So very interesting turn of events that would be. You switch aside, you never know which team Toxic's going to be on. He's the KD of Speedstorm.
He gets drafted all over the place, I mean, I guess them signing bonuses is nice, right? Like, come over here on our side. We give you like 13.5k tokens.
Oh, that's a signing bonus.
Damn, the Brazil. Oh, that would be kind of crazy though, going against the team that you won divisions with. Now you're going against them. I mean, that's essentially the same thing. That's with me, because team USA, the one that Nano and Caleb in, that's essentially the stream snipers. So I'm technically going against the stream snipers.
Yeah. So let me build you up so I can break it down. But yeah, man.
But yeah, that is the brackets.
Yeah, that's the bracket. So yeah, make sure we still got some competitive Speedstorm coming up. World Cup, represent your country, represent your land where you stand from, and so let's see who got the best racers.
Also, big shout out to Wolf. Big shout out to Wolf, because he's the one that makes these brackets. He sets these tournaments up. He definitely stepped up after now left the competitive scene. Well, not really that, but the stripped down the hosting status, and an organizer. And Wolf definitely has stepped up. Big shout outs to Wolf, man, because you definitely put in a lot of hard work when you do these things. So I just want you to know that your work does not go unnoticed, because without you, this tournament would not go smoothly.
Definitely the new edition.
Wolf will be hosting a CrossWorlds tournament too.
I mean, Wolf don't even have a CrossWorlds tournament. I mean, you don't even have the game yet.
I think if Wolf, if he was a part of the Sonic CrossWorlds community, I think that would be great. I think he'd find a lot of tech. I think he'd be good at time trials. I think he'd host good events, good tournaments. But it's Speedstormers. They are not spoiled, but they are blessed to have people like Wolf in the community. So take it for granted. But the CrossWorlds definitely would appreciate it. But yeah.
You know what? Speaking of time trials, it'd be crazy if I saw Soft Rallis in some of the top times for time trials.
Yeah, he has to get the game first. But it's Sonic CrossWorlds. It's a great game, but a lot of people don't have the game who may have did the open network test, because guess what? The game still does cost $70, and some people don't got the money, or they like free games. To be fair, Disney Speedstorm is a free-to-play game. You don't need a gold membership on Xbox. You don't need PlayStation Plus. You can just download the game, and you can play what?
You mean free to try game?
Yes, Sam. It is free to try, but it is. I mean, that's a lot of free to play games. There's always a monetization strategy.
I mean, yeah, that's the whole point of a free to play game. That's how they make their money, through monetization.
Yeah, but there's some people that aren't going to get Mario Kart or Sonic CrossWorlds or any racing game that's $50, $60, $70. So
you also gotta look at it in the sense that Brazil's currency is not like ours. So a game like CrossWorlds that for us is $70, I think for Wolf it's like a couple $100 in his currency.
For me, I believe it was either the standard is either 90 or 100, and then the deluxe was 120.
Yeah,
the deluxe was 120 because I bought the deluxe.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely a lot.
Yeah, so like different currency
for us for a minute now. So you guys complain about $70 games. I know when you convert it's about the same, it makes sense, but for us, we've been paying $100 per game.
And I'm proud.
Yeah, so here. So Sonic Racing CrossWorlds, which is $69.99 in the US, will cost Wolf $399 in his country.
He said 400, so with tax, 400.
Yeah, with tax, that's crazy for a full game.
I want to know what a PS5 or Xbox would cost in Brazil at this point.
Oh, $1,000. If a $70 game is 400, then the $500 console.
That's wild.
Hey, look, I'm gonna be honest. Well, when Wolf won one of the La Familia tournaments, and I think he won like a $20 or $30 like Xbox card or whatever, right? When I bought it in the Brazil currency with the US dollars, it did cost me $30, but he ended up getting like a couple $100 worth of shit in Speedstorm because of it. And then Wolf was like, "Are you sure? Are you
The
sure?"
Brazilians are fighting so hard in that tournament because I'm like, goodness,
Oh yeah, bro. Like Wolf was like, "Yo, are you sure this is the right amount?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's just the currency exchange." It was like, "Holy shit!" Like, like he was like, "Holy shit, I could buy a whole bunch of shit with this." Like that's crazy,
so
man.
You're telling me the $30 Xbox card came up back to like what, $300 Brazilian? And he could just like spend it in the store?
Yeah, but they don't want us Americans to know this because they still want to get our American dollars. Want us to pay full price. They don't want us, going over to currency exchange.
$30 of our money. Wolf was able to have a gift card worth $163 of his money, and that's just $30 of ours.
$4,000 for a PS5. Woo.
Damn,
that's more than the scalpers for American.
So yeah, I mean, now we understand if you were to have a cash prize in Speedstorm, those Brazilians will definitely go hard because that currency exchange rate, they're gonna eat.
Yeah, so hey man, maybe we'll have to hold some more money tournaments to help out the world.
I know. Let me get my.
Gotta go to CrossWorlds because Caleb, what if there was in that tournament with you and they got to the final?
Oh, dude, there's some controversy behind that, man.
Oh shit!
We gotta talk about that.
Oh
shit! We gotta talk about that.
Just as there's a lot of beef between people and teams that I'm not a part of. The beef. I might be a part of a team, but I'm not a part of the beef. I'm just trying to race. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to race the best. And Limitless. He joined SV, which is the Speed Vipers, and I joined XR, which are the Extreme Riders. Two very strong teams, but the heads of the two teams are kind of going at it. But a lot of people are upset because the CrossWorlds 500 tournament that me, Angel, Absent, Toxic, Smarty, other people competed in. There's a cash prize, but nobody's gotten paid yet. But Dallas has came out and talked about it, how he's had some issues with PayPal and both of his business and personal accounts are blocked and stuff. That he intends to try to get us paid this week. But there's some people who may doubt his words and think that that's not true and he's not going to pay us. So it's some drama going on. Some drama. Me, I'm just waiting. I do want my $46 that I earned, but sooner better than later. But I understand things happen.
I will say I don't know Douse too much, but I know when I was trying to register and all that, like he was very patient with me in the DMs. Like I kept asking him, I felt like I was pestering him at some points, but I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm just trying to get registered. And he actually took the time out, explaining everything step by step, every question I had. He was quick to respond. So I don't see him being that kind of person to just take people's money and just not giving them what they deserve.
Run away with it.
I really do think he.
The Caribbean.
I really do think he probably got into an issue with the PayPal. I want to believe that. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, at least based on my experience with him, at least, if that's fair.
Right. So stay tuned with that. But yeah, man. I mean, and there's also, I believe, Dallas said there will be bi-weekly tournaments or bi-monthly tournaments, and this one happening this Saturday. If anybody wants to compete, I don't know if there's gonna be a cash prize. Just might be for competition, but especially I don't know if there's gonna be a cash prize, especially when we haven't got paid for the first tournament. But I'll probably still be competing in the second tournament, because I did change my build and my play style a little bit after learning some things in the first tournament. So I'm curious to see how I'll do in this next one. But yeah, that's some stuff on the CrossWorld side.
Are you seeing Stream Smuggler down?
Dream Smuggler down? I'm down until I get that money, then I'll be up. But he said smuggler. The number one smuggler. But yeah, man. I believe is that I believe that is our Speedstorm news. Wait. We are not done with Speedstorm. Y'all thought we would maybe the competitive scene. We got some things to talk about really quick. So, what you guys next week? The new season, I believe, season 16 of Disney Speedstorm is coming out, which is Winnie the Pooh.
Already?
They just revealed the 3 characters that will be a part of that season, which is Winnie the Pooh, Eeyore, and Tigger. My man Tigger. Let me choose my words wisely, but yeah, Tigger. That's my ninja. That's my ninja. But man, what? You better not take out the T and put an N. I'ma slap you, Slammy.
I said tigre, tiger in Spanish.
Tiger, tigre. But yeah, dude, but the controversy, people are upset because one, Tigger looks amazing. Cart looks good. I don't know if you got the pictures, Angel. Before
I just posted the Winnie the Pooh one up right quick, and then I'll go to the other ones.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm actually excited to see what their abilities are. I know Winnie the Pooh might be honey based. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I wonder how they're going to play around with that. I think he's a defender. So for all my defender mains, you got Winnie the Pooh on your side. A Tigger is a freaking trickster, T for T. And then I believe Eeyore, what is he? I forgot what he is. But yeah, definitely hype for the characters. But on the downside, there might not be a track. So
there is no might. There is no might. It's official.
Ooh.
I said this shit back in the day when they announced the roadmap and didn't show the track for.
There's Eeyore right there, guys, on the screen. Eeyore is a speedster, by the way.
Okay, it's interesting that he would be a speedster. Okay.
And then Tigger obviously is the trickster. So we got no brawlers in the Winnie the Pooh, which maybe if you would have got that rabbit would have been a brawler. Well,
he would have been a brawler.
Come on, Game Love, give us back a freaking 4 to 5 Razor seasons.
Yeah.
The whole point of
find out he's a
look. This is I'm not gonna let Game Love go with this. Game Love has specifically said the only reason why they're doing 3 Razor seasons is so they can, use that development time on the other 2 racers for things in a game. If you're leaving out the maps now, why the fuck are we doing 3 Racer seasons? Because you obviously are still taking away shit from us.
Yup.
And now we're not getting new things.
Golden path.
Like what are we doing?
We're not going to get.
At this point,
we're not going to get tracks.
Give us the characters in.
Yeah, they holding the characters hostage.
Yeah, they said they will update an existing track. That's what they said. They will update an existing track, guys. That's what they said.
That's bogus. We deserve a whole environment and a track and course for Winnie the Pooh, not just, this is Arby and this is variation 14 and 15. Like, nah, bro. Like, that's crazy. And you said the update to a track, because I know with the when they did the part 2 of the Pirates of the Caribbean, they added a whole underwater stage or segment of the track. That was dope.
Yeah, but they also added other variations to it too.
Yes, other variations, but at the same time, that's within the same season. Like we didn't get that for the Toy Story. Like, let's say, we wanted Pizza Planet, but let's say you don't give us Pizza Planet. I believe we deserve some more variations for Andy's Room.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess they're saying that Winnie the Pooh, they don't get their own environment or track, and that they're just going to add some more variations to Arby. Like, what is it going to be? Winnie the Pooh theme Arby tracks? Like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if that's selling people on the next season. I know the characters, the diehard Winnie the Pooh characters, we will get it for the characters, but like, if you're just like neutral, justifying getting a golden pass when you're not getting any new track is kind of the value's going down, man. It's just going down. Keep it 100.
What was the season after Winnie the Pooh again?
I don't know. There's a lot of rumors. Some people say it'll be Zootopia 2. Some people say it'll be Cars. But, until I see something official,
At this point, should we even feel excited about newer seasons? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I like Winnie the Pooh. I like the characters from the universe, but we're getting Winnie the Pooh and no track. That leads me to
that doesn't
think
set it good.
the newer seasons might not have tracks.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like if we're going off a season, because you got us paying 2 times for a season, every season deserves their own track, bare minimum. You know, y'all took away victory animations and stuff. You know, we can get past that, but you know, taking away tracks, man, nah, can't do that.
Yeah, 100% agree. I agree. They need to start communicating with us more. They need to actually put effort in the game, because that fucking no track shit's gotta stop.
Like, we just saw the Sega team put out an amazing cart. I mean, not amazing cart. Well, amazing cart too, but an amazing track world with the Minecraft world. And rightfully so, during the event, everybody was choosing that track.
Yeah, that's the thing with every single, just a comparison, because competition is good. Without competition, the companies wouldn't do better. So we need Xbox and PlayStation. We need Mario versus Sonic. We need Speedstorm versus whatever, you know, for competition. You know what I'm saying? Competition, it makes companies do better. But just for a comparison, in Sonic CrossWorlds, whenever they come out with a new season or new characters, there's a track that comes behind it. There's going to be a SpongeBob track. There's a Minecraft track that just came out. There's going to be an Avatar track. There's going to be a Mega Man track. There's going to be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles track that comes with the characters. There's going to be an Avatar the Airbender track with the characters. There's going to be a Pac-Man track with the characters. So other games are already making sure, hey, if we're going to release some characters, we're going to have a track that's attached with them. If they can do that, show us the Speedstorm. So, I mean, if you want to keep people on your game and not, go into other games, and maybe do what the other games do, but in your version of it or better. So, Speedstorm definitely got to do better.
And it's crazy because I used to think Speedstorm made one of the best tracks in terms of like kart racers, and then at some point it felt like they got lazy with track design.
And they did, but then they got better, because I will say the Alice in Wonderland track,
that one
I think is
crazy.
Top tier Disney Speedstorm track. Lots of variety, lots of variation, lots of elements. There's like, what do they call it, elevations and kinds of stuff. But
one was a banger. Even what's the other one? Incredible Showdown.
But yeah, but you can't, like, what we don't want is where you put all your efforts or your energy, or your not energy and efforts, your resources into one track, and then you're just like, oh, well, we put our resources to this one track and this one series, so that means that we're not going to put our resources and effort into another series. Like, now we're just picking and choosing which series gets, like, quality. Yeah. Without the community, let's say they did want to go that route, shouldn't the community at least have like a say in which seasons get their own track? Couldn't we have a vote? Now, I'm not saying this is like trying to get like the worst out of the best out of a bad situation. This is not ideal. Ideally, we want all tracks. We want tracks for every series. But let's say we can't get that. At least have us vote. At least speak within the community. Like, yo, which seasons would you, want to have a track? And let us choose or something.
But I mean, we already have collections that don't have tracks, which are from the mid-seasons, which is understandable.
Yes,
they're like
mid-seasons. That's why it's bad. Mid-seasons are bad because, one, you have to still pay money and still do these long Tales events that feels like chores just to unlock the mid-season characters. But to be fair, Cinderella is literally, in my opinion, the most iconic Disney princess of all time, and she doesn't even have her own track. Like, what do you mean Cinderella doesn't have her own track and her own season? That's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the heck?
I think they kind of missed when they did Wally and there was no zero gravity.
Yeah,
map.
Wally.
They also missed with Moana. Like,
yeah, yep. They just say, oh, well,
we don't need it.
let's just put a Kauai in there. Like, nah, stop it. Moana Maui did not visit Lilo Island to stop that. Hawaii is not the only island in the Pacific. That's Hawaii. There's Samoa, Fiji, Tonga, so on and so forth. You know, all kinds of islands.
That's why I'm scared. They do a Tarzan, and they over there in the Jungle Book, bro.
They gonna pull a Winnie the Pooh. They gonna be like, well, we're gonna add some more variations. Jungle Book, Jungle Ruins, right? Yeah, we're gonna add some new variations. Like, I mean, I could see them doing that because I think Jungle Ruins
see them doing that too.
Only has 4 variations. Right? They're all kind of like,
man. No, tell me why. I had a crazy conversation with the community of Speedstorm on the Speedstorm Discord when they started announcing like Winnie the Pooh and stuff. I was a smart ass and I said Speedstorm is cooked if we don't get a new map for Winnie the Pooh. So many people reacted to it, and I just started saying my opinion, which is crazy to me because there was people in the chat that were like, yo, the big players of Speedstorm are finally speaking up. I'm like, damn, there's nobody that is known in the Speedstorm like community actually go into these discourse and talk, because the fact that I got a response like, holy shit, they're here, like it's like, damn, I've always been here, I just never really talked. And I told them why I don't talk is because these mods like to fucking ban people. Well, because you're stating your fucking opinion, and these mods try to say their opinion. It's like, well, do you realize how hard it is to code and this and that? To code a new track is easier to code a racer than it is a new track. And I'm like, yeah, but to be honest, GameLoft has been doing the same shit since early access. So in my opinion, what changed from season 1 all the way up to Tron season, which was the last season that we got at least 4 racers, that resulted them to doing 3 racer seasons, and now we're barely getting maps. Like, are you not making money? Are you cutting people? Like, what is the reason?
Because we keep saying that it's like 60,000. So what's going on?
Right. So what is the reason that you're cutting resources out this game, but you're expecting us to still pay the same amount as we were when you were giving us 4 to 5 season racers, and that's not including mid seasons, and new race maps every season? Because you're not gonna tell us it is some bullshit excuse, because it's not for developmental time, because y'all motherfuckers have been doing that for 10 plus seasons like that perfectly fine.
Oh, it's definitely the mods are biased and abuse their power, because if you express any opinion that they disagree with, then they'll call you antagonistic. Apparently that's a bannable offense.
I know they muted me for a whole ass day when I spoke about season 7 dropping, and we all had to pay that shit. I remember that.
Yeah, they banned me out the server because some mod wanted to be extra.
Right. But they like to use their power, like, hey, I'll ban you, I don't care. Like, okay, use your little power, motherfucker. I still beat you in these games, so shut up.
I might be not be in the Discord. I still in these lobbies, you know. I can still make videos if I want.
Because see me on the track.
Thumbnail in it. I don't care about your Discord rules.
Right. Like, truthfully, that Discord, I mean, I don't think it really helps the content creators anyway. So, like, I mean, if I get banned from that Discord, it's not going to affect me. Everybody knows who I am already. So, I mean, what is anybody in the Discord really going to do? I can post my time trial videos. Oh my god. Those same people are gonna still watch it regardless if I post the link in that Discord.
Brother, you can, like, you know what I'm saying? It's the Discord's not that. It's nice to, I guess, have a community where, you know, people are gathered within the same interest.
Man, it doesn't feel like a community, because every time there's something that we got to stand on, and we all like, yo, I can't believe Gamebot's doing this shit. Everybody be talking in there, but there's no action. Nobody be doing shit.
Yeah, and to be fair, Speedstorm has so many not off-brand, but like segmented communities. So there's so many Speedstorm dedicated Discords. You don't really need the official one, to be honest, to keep up.
It's 100%, because a lot of the streamers that you guys see in Speedstorm, they all know each other, damn near.
Yeah.
A lot of them are on the
pretty
competitive side.
Yeah. So
It's crazy because we
yeah,
all want
so
this game to be good because we like the game. Like there's aspects of the game that are enjoyable. But over the months since like they've been taking things away from us that we previously had, if you just put in the time or work in, like the game has gone down in terms of value and somewhat fun and playability. Like this game could have easily before Mario Kart dropped, Sonic dropped, anything else dropped, could have been like the number one racer. We've been all talking about how this could have been the number one racer, had the most potential. And at this point, it's looking like a Gohan, just wasted potential.
yeah, I think what drew me to Speedstorm initially before it came out was I thought like because outside of Mario Kart 8, game's been out for 10 years, and I wanted either like a new Mario Kart or like a good competitor, and I thought Speedstorm was like, yo, this definitely can be the competitor. This is gonna shut down Mario Kart, and that was one of the things. It looked good, it looked fast, and then play the game and then you see the issues with, which is
They
the
got the
monetization
IP, bro.
So, but
They have
in
limitless
terms of
potential.
we've had these conversations. We won't drag it, but they definitely had the IP for. They got more characters. They got the unique ability, so they could have definitely rivaled, especially with
What
Mario
up,
Kart
Nano?
dropping the
Birthday
ball.
boy.
Well, Mario Kart World, not Mario Kart World, is a good game.
Katie says happy
Especially with
birthday as
it
well.
not living up to the hype. If
Oh, yeah, the birthday
Speedstorm,
overlay.
if they really want to lock in, dude, they would have been better. But
Oh, 100%. This game had the potential, and this game still has a potential. Like, if another game company takes this engine and this game and makes it their own and makes it like a paid game, this game will do phenomenal in the right hands.
yeah, but just not
restart though.
not to be the dead horse, but yeah, that is pretty much why a lot of Disney Speedstorm players are feeling upset. With the Winnie the Pooh season, there's not going to be a track. So
yeah, missed opportunity, game loss. Just like Pizza Planet was a missed opportunity when he did a Toy Story season part 2. Like, laziness.
It's like I said, I don't even want certain seasons if I know the track or
Yo, what up, Carlo?
You left it out.
No, 100%. Like I want to be excited for Encanto season, but now at this point, I'm like, what if we don't even get a freaking map?
Okay, but technically, I can kind of see it with Toy Story because Toy Story came into the game. It had technically it had an official season.
Don't give them excuses.
I know, but just hear me out. Pirates, on the other hand, came into the game, base game. I get all that, but it wasn't actually a season, if that makes sense. So technically, they could be like, yeah, but Pirates never actually had a season.
But Pirates had a map, though.
I know. That's where it gets tricky.
Oh.
I'm not, on one hand, I'm not giving them an excuse, but on the other hand, I can kind of see where they might have went with that. But at the same time, it's just like, if you're gonna do one for one, do it for the other one as well.
You're making that off of the perspective of the company, but the consumer is the company should be looking at the perspective of the consumer. And if the consumer wants to track, it don't matter what excuses they have. Give the consumer what they want. If the consumer wants tracks with their seasons, and that's what you should be prioritizing.
100%.
Because this is a free game and it's a live service.
Carlos
when you have a live service game, you need content.
Just like Carlos says, Game Lab was too focused on Dreamlight, which I mean, Dreamlight is probably their biggest cash cow of them. But at the same freaking time, this game could also be a cash cow if they fucking did it right. This game could have been a cash cow. They didn't have to go to pay to win route. They could literally make their money off of freaking cosmetics, bro. Dreamlight Valley is no pay to win, and they make money off of that store off of cosmetics. Y'all could have done the same thing here. Your community would have still enjoyed the freaking game because they don't got to worry about fucking paying an arm and a leg for upgrades, and they still would have paid for your freaking cosmetics because they like this game and they want their guys to be decked to freak out. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand the logic on a pay to win game. If Dreamlight Valley is working, you can use the same formula for this game and it will work.
Angel, I understand why 2 different teams, they're not created equally. One made Dreamlight Valley and the other one happened to run Speedstorm, and we got the shittier dev team.
I feel like I'm going insane. I feel like we have the same conversations and we're not. We're having new, but the sentiment is the same because it seems like season after season they keep letting us down.
100%. That's the most frustrating part is being let down by a company that's literally shitting on the game that you know has the potential to be a freaking awesome game. That's the same thing that's happening to Destiny 2 right now. Destiny 2 is at the lowest part it has ever been in the last 10 years that this game's been in existence. The player count is lower than the worst season or the worst time on Destiny 2, which was Curse of Osiris. They have, I think, under 10,000 active players now. Well, Destiny is in a horrible spot right now. And it's the same thing. The developers don't give a fuck what the community is saying. I'm like, I don't understand. If you want your game to thrive, why don't you listen to the people that are playing your game? It makes no sense. Those are the people that are giving you money.
That decided to stay, even with all of the monetization changes with Speedstorm, you can at least reward players that continue to play the game with a map. You know, that's bare minimum. I mean, they're sacrificing their money when they were used to be able to just earn in-game currency just by playing the game, but they actually like the game enough that they're willing to pay $10 a month. You at least they deserve at least a track. So
100%. And I'll stand by it, and I'll keep shitting on Game Loft until they actually do something, which I know they're not. Their track record is horrible. If their game starts not making the money, they're just gonna kill it off. So like, at the end of the day, it's not really much I can say. I can give them tips to fix their game, but if the developers, I don't want to even say developers, the higher ups that tell the developers what the hell they can and cannot do in their game, like, you guys need to figure something out because you guys are killing your game. That can make you a shit ton of money. Like, if y'all need the formulas, fly me out to Spain. We'll have a conversation. God said these devs and companies are not looking at the bigger picture. They want to gain to last 2 years at most and get their money and leave instead of making a worthwhile game that lasts longer. Yeah, that makes no sense. That really makes no sense though. Like,
they have the formula in front of them.
They got a formula.
World of Warcraft, you had RuneScape, you had all these MMORPGs that came before you and have lasted like 20 plus years. What have they been doing? How can we do that? How can we emulate them in this kart racer and go on from there?
I mean, granted, World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy 14 that does have a subscription model to pay monthly, but technically, if you want to look at it that way, Speedstorm does also have a subscription model because in order to get the racers, you gotta get the battle pass. That's also $10. So technically, every month you're still paying $10 a month. So I mean, at that point, I don't know what else to do because you obviously already making money for season passes, but at the same time, I don't know. I mean, I feel like that's probably the most pay to win you can do in this game instead of open up a whole store and spend hundreds of dollars on a racer to get them maxed out. Like, there's other ways that you can make hundreds of dollars and not make the people feel like, damn, I had to do this in order to stay competitive. Competitive scene in Speedstorm is alive because of the community, not because the game, because ranked is a shit show.
I always said the skins, like the racer skins and the carts, some of the carts, they should have been like based on different movies that these characters have been in, or different fan favorite costumes that they might have worn throughout the movie, and then you charged us extra for that shit. Maybe that's one way they could have made their money. They almost had it with the deluxe cards, yet they went crazy on the price tag and no one was buying that. And then what happened like a couple months later? Deluxe cards were being given away for free. Like, what's going on?
What's crazy is a lot of those deluxe cards looked really nice, like real nice. Like, You know,
They did.
I mean, if this game wasn't as pay to win heavy as it is, I wouldn't mind the price tags of the deluxe cards, because I'm not spending buku money on trying to upgrade crew and anything like that. Because you're only just paying $10 a month for the pass, and you can, instead of spending that money on crews, you can spend that money in deluxe cards. People would have done that game off. I don't understand.
Crazy, because think about it. One of the greatest things that Sonic Racing CrossWorlds has for it right now is the garage. And GameLoft had the garage first. They had the garage first, and they fumbled it. Like, it wasn't as in depth, but like you can mix and match different parts. You can change colors of different things. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man. I don't want to harp on this conversation. I can literally talk hours on this goddamn game.
So we're gonna have to go to the next topic.
The game loves, get your shit together. That's all I gotta say. Caleb here?
I don't even know. Caleb probably crashed out.
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right, what is the next topic?
I guess we could talk about them PS6 leaks.
Is this more of the leaks that I talked about already?
Yeah. So I think some of these are starting to come out as concrete now.
Oh, so we get to see if what I said was true or not.
Yeah. And they got leaks on the new Xbox as well, the hybrid console.
The latest leaks for PS6, guys. Yeah, and I talked about this a little bit. I think it was like a couple episodes ago of the leaks that I seen. Now we got more looking like a more concrete, which 2027 launch was something that was leaked in the leak that I said. So that it looked like it's going to be a 2027 launch for the PlayStation and Xbox, pretty much. And this was just updated today too. So looking at this, will be an upgrade over the PS5 Pro, but next Xbox will be more powerful. Damn, so the Xbox, spoiler alert, next Xbox is rumored to be more powerful than the PS6. It's crazy.
But that's normal because the Xbox Series X is more powerful than the PS5, so it just be regular shit.
True. Do they talk specs in this leak or no?
I believe they mentioned some of the specs.
I'm trying to see it. I'm like skimming through this, like reading to see a lot of the stuff is already talked about.
They were talking about like the AMD chip, and it's supposed to be like.
So it says that the chip will offer 4K 120 FPS and even 8K at 60 FPS is wild.
Hold on,
8K 60 FPS. Let's go.
I remember the PS5 was like, this generation, this PS5 could do 8K, it could do 120 FPS, and we even see games that really hit that mark.
I'm tired of
the same rhetoric again for the next gen.
No, I'm tired of this 8K shit because they advertised the PS5 with 8K gaming. I haven't seen no 8K gaming yet.
And even more recent reports suggest that the PS6 could take advantage of the AMD's new RDNA 5 GPU, which is nice because now that's latest technology right there. And the GPU is comparable to an RTX 4080, which is still a great card. So the 4K 120, I will tell you, is probably a strong possibility because if it's along the lines of a 4080, it's still going to be, not up to date, which I hate that. I wish like these consoles at least try to be in like the 50,000, like the 5,000 series cards, not the 4,000. But
the one thing I'm worried about, because it's AMD. Like, AMD is not a bad brand, guys. Don't get it twisted. I'm just saying, in terms of like game development, devs don't really like try to optimize for AMD. They always try to optimize for NVIDIA chips.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they do because all the consoles use AMD. The console's been using AMD for like the longest of times. The last time a console had an NVIDIA chip, other than the Switch, was the original Xbox. The original Xbox is the only console other than Nintendo Switches that had an NVIDIA chip. After that, after the Xbox, the 360, AMD. PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, AMD. other than the 3, because the 3 had a cell processing chip, but I think they still used an AMD graphics chip, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that one, but other than that, though, they were all freaking AMD chips. I mean, AMD is probably a cheaper company to work with. I think that was the problem, is NVIDIA's chip was too costly to manufacture with the original Xboxes. I think once they found AMD was a cheaper option, that's why, you know, they stopped working with NVIDIA. I think there's another controversy with that too as well. But there's a little backstory as to why NVIDIA chips are really not on consoles.
What happened was Microsoft was actually, they had like a deal with AMD, and the last second they switched up and went NVIDIA.
Essentially, if this means that I can play games at a 4K ray tracing at 60 to 120 frames, I'm all for it. And I believe a lot of game developers that came out and said that they're excited for this, which means that they'll be able to fully, you know, flesh out their vision and not have to limit what they do in a game because they have to release it for the PS4. See, all you PS4 do, y'all done. You know, PS6.
Yeah, let you say that, but
we're gonna get a Last of Us PS6 edition. That's gonna be the launch title right there.
Goodness, 8K Last of Us.
Spider-Man PS6 edition.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if the GPU is in the lines of the RTX 4080, you're not gonna get 4K 120 ray tracing. I'm telling you that right now, because I have a 5080, and that motherfucker struggles to do ray tracing and 4K.
4K ray tracing at 60, I am A-okay. Because we already got 4K ray tracing at 30. We can definitely do 60 is perfect for me. Because 4K ray tracing is what Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart was, and that looked like a Pixar movie. So if they can just get those extra 30 frames out of that next console, I'm all for it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. No, I'm not hating on it, because, you know, I'm just looking at specs and looking at the technical side. Like, I want these consoles, you know, to hang with the PC, because not everybody can afford a PC, or, you know, they don't want the trouble of having a PC because they don't want to troubleshoot, or not, they just want to plug and play. But I just wish these consoles had a good deal to where they can have, like, at least a closer to up to date, you know, processor and GPU or graphics card chip to be able to perform as similar as a decent PC. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I will say, based on the specs, it does look like low high end to mid end in terms of, like, if you had to build a PC, this is what it looks like.
Well, I mean, I will tell you, a 5080 is mid to high range, to be honest.
Well, now, yeah. But when you talk about consoles, they're always like a generation behind in terms of chips.
Yeah, so yes, it's a generation behind the chips. But I will say, from the performance standpoint of a 4080 to a 5080, it's not by much. The only advantages that the 5080 has is it can do frame generations, which nobody really fucking likes anyways. But, like, when it comes to raw power, there's not that much of a difference between the 4080 and the 5080.
The PlayStation, the Xbox are always behind PC by generation. Nintendo was behind like 2 generations.
Oh yeah. We don't talk about Nintendo. Oh my god.
But
yeah,
I will say, these new AMD chips, when it first came out that they were doing partnerships, both Sony and Microsoft, they are actually using AI for these chips. So that begs to tell me that we might get AI frame generation anyways.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because if it's along the lines of the 4080 introduced frame generation, so you guys might have fake frames coming into console soon, and that's gonna oh my god, people are gonna hate it.
Okay, because, you know, and maybe, like, you know, like whenever there's like a city, they might use AI city or whatever. But I mean, you gotta look at No Man's Sky. You know, they could have used some AI. They could have had, you know, maybe a better game, or the planets might have felt more alive if maybe some of the planets were like, you know, AI, you know, what they call it, generated or something, or is it just having empty wasteland of nothing? Maybe the AI within some of these new, you know, PS6s and stuff might help some of these games. But I think a lot of people just feel like with the PS6, it's just like this really shows how much time has gone by, because we're almost at the PS6 when it feels like the PS5 just came out. But what PS5 came out 2020, most they quote unquote they say most console generations are like 5-6 years. We're 2025. We're getting towards the quote unquote end of the console PS5 generation. But you know, a lot of people feel like the PS5 hasn't proven its need to exist.
I would say part of the blame is because Sony didn't really drop any like PS5 game exclusives. The games were being held back because you could still play them on the PS4. That's why a lot of people didn't leave PS4, because it's like, why get a PS5 if I can still play all the PS5 games on the PS4?
This is why for the PS6, they're not going to have no backwards compatibility with that. They're just going to have to get left in the dust. Either you pay for the new console.
No backwards compatibility. What if you want to bring your library over? So I got to get the PS5 edition of Last of Us?
The game, essentially. So Spider-Man 3 won't be on the PS4. You know, Spider-Man 3 won't be on that.
So, I mean, I predicted this. I seen a leak on the Xbox like console. Not like specs, but like what the plan is. Which I talked to Caleb. I talked to you guys about it when I heard about the Xbox rumors. But I mean, Xbox more powerful. They're gonna have 36 gigabytes of RAM compared to the PS6's 30 gigabytes that's rumored. And mind you, this is an AMD leaker, which I'm pretty sure he's really credible because they use his name a lot. And I think a lot of his leaks came out to be true as well, guys. So still take this with a grain of salt, but this leaker has been known to be pretty accurate with the leaks that he has done. And he's obviously a user and a known AMD leaker. So obviously, it counts for something. So the Xbox is called Xbox Magnus, is like the code name. PS6 doesn't have a code name. So the next Xbox is going to have more CPU cores, a higher GPU frequency, more cache, and more memory than the PS6. Now, what really caught my eye is the PS6 handheld was also rumored too. There's going to be a PS6 handheld, a PSP Reborn.
Yeah, I heard
what? All that is Sony is a Japanese company and they're trying to compete with Nintendo. That's all I see.
I mean, you're probably not wrong.
At some point, they might have taken this route because they seen how the Switch was doing and they knew they had something with the PSP, but they dropped the ball.
I mean, Sony's the only one without a new handheld console. I mean, technically, Xbox now has one with the Ally X, and then Nintendo with the Switch too. So yeah, then this might be Sony's way of catching up with everybody else in the handheld market.
Yeah, I can see it.
So I'm curious about that because a PS6 handheld wouldn't be too bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and not know where you have to be at home and it just projects.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? Like, that handheld that they did is not even really a handheld. It's just like a companion at that point.
Crazy because the PSP when it first released could do both. You can play natively and you can do remote play on the PS3. The fact that this was just like, nah, you got to be at home was kind of crazy to me. I'm like, are we taking that backwards?
Remember when I told y'all that the next Xbox, the early rumors a couple months ago was that it's going to be a gaming PC, but in a more console friendly way, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now earlier this year, this is what I was talking about. We covered Windows Central story about how the next Xbox will be more akin to a gaming PC than a home console. Will support backwards compatibility. Will have Epic Games and Steam, which is now a feature already in the Xbox PC app. Like I just loaded up the Xbox PC app the other day, and all my Steam games,
I seen that
are on there
on my laptop. It's crazy.
Like right here in the Xbox app, guys. Like
I don't know how they're gonna do it with the achievements. Like, are they gonna sync them where like
Steam, Epic Games is on here too? Like, imagine the next Xbox having a library like this, so you can access your freaking Steam library. So all you people that play consoles but never played PC, you will have access to the Steam library, which means you can play PC games on this next console. That's actually big because people that can't afford, an actual PC will be able to still get the PC experience buying this console.
Steam has a lot of good games, and I'll be looking at games like, what? That's only on Steam or that's only on PC, and it's like these games could run on console, but they're just on Steam. So the fact that we'll be able to get those games to be fun, because I believe there's like we are all about car racing games and stuff. I believe there was like a racing game, but instead of like you racing in a car or a vehicle, you race on foot, but it was just for Steam. But so the fact that you would have a console that accesses that library is like a lot of those game developers who come out with unique games and demos and stuff, you'll be able to have. So that's definitely a big plus. And then I was gonna make a quick comment. I was gonna say same way I be shaming people, I'm probably gonna be the PS5 version of that, because when they come out with the PS6, I'm probably still gonna be playing like those new games on the 5 and just seeing how they run on the 5, because I don't for all of the PS5 owners, like, are you gonna buy a PS6 or do you feel like I'm cool with a 5? The 5 is good enough. Like,
you became a PS4 guy, but on the PS5.
Yeah, I mean, they would have to give us a reason to buy a 6. You know what I'm saying?
So does that mean you going for the hybrid console that Xbox is coming out?
I'll probably just get a Series X. I mean,
because technically at that point you can bring your PlayStation games over, right?
I'm curious what the price is. Like, if the price is, I guess it depends on the price.
Yeah.
If the price is like too expensive, I'm not getting a PS. I'll stay with the 5, or I'll just get an Xbox Series X. I think the price has to be reasonable for people to want to switch over, and then the games also have to be like technically like impressive. Because if they aren't, then why I could just play it on the Series X or the PS5. So we'll see how.
Right. And also 2027 for Xbox as well, which it's pretty common that that's going to be the date, just because, you know, the consoles have been on a 7-year cycle since 2006. So that hasn't changed. We always get a new console every 7 years. So, you know,
I do believe it'll drop in the fall like they've always.
That's been it's smart, because it's Christmas time. That's when people are going to save up and actually buy a console for the kids or whatever. Black Friday.
I need something for my kids. So this would be perfect for my grandson.
And as always, take these rumors with a grain of salt. You know, Xbox is indeed going to be more like a PC. It should outclass the PS6. However, that also will mean that it's going to be more expensive than the PS6. So, you know, just the Xbox is going to be more powerful. Yeah, but it might be an extra like $100. You know what I'm saying?
But, to be fair, if you think about the cost being more, it might be worth it, just because if you're gonna play games that are just locked onto Steam or Epic or wherever launcher they're on, you might get the bang for your buck, because the console is more like a PC.
So the
games now.
That is true.
I think it'd be diminished returns, to be honest. You know, like sometimes on YouTube they have those videos of, the Xbox Series X version versus the PS5 version, and let's say like Series X version looks like slightly better. Sometimes it's very little.
Yeah, I tell you, the graphics comparison is probably not going to be the thing that's more noticeable when it comes to these consoles. They're both going to perform perfectly fine. It's not even memory. Yeah. Sammy, the biggest performance difference here is going to be whether, you know, when you play games like Call of Duty, Fortnite, all these FPS games, which one is going to hold 120 frames the best, the most.
Okay, I got you.
At that point, because you have more graphical power, so you're able to push more frames at a higher fidelity, because your system is a little bit more powerful. And that's what people care about. People don't give a damn about, you know, ray tracing and shit like that. People want to be able to play at 120 frames per second and being able to play. Well, I mean, you play story games, Caleb. That's why. But,
I like my movie.
Yeah, you know, like ray tracing is great for single player games, and I've always said that ray tracing looks beautiful on a game that's single player. You don't got to worry about being competitive. You can relax and enjoy the game and how beautiful it looks with ray tracing. But when you're playing Call of Duty, you don't fucking want ray tracing. You want 240 FPS. You want to be able to get that advantage on somebody, because your game frames are faster.
Next gen might be the first time ever a console generation we see a game that's running 240 frames per second.
No, I think they're still going to target 4K 120, because it's still hard to do 4K 120 still, Sammy. I mean, like,
you're telling me with these new upgrades we couldn't do 1080 420 I mean, 240.
I mean, you would be able to, but that's up to the consoles to add that functionality.
I mean, technically, if this one's gonna be a hybrid, you could probably go in menu settings and adjust from there.
Yeah, but that also the developers will have to code that into the games too.
That's true.
Like it's not, you know, that's what they would have to do. Though maybe the Steam games though, the Steam games on the new Xbox, you might be able to do that though, because you're not loading an Xbox version of the game, you're loading a PC version of the game.
Oh, dude, having mods and stuff be dope.
So damn, that's crazy.
About Sonic Racing CrossWorlds is they have mods to where instead of you being in the cart, you're Sonic, but you're running on foot, just like he does in the games. Or they got like a mod where they got Jack Black, you know, from the Minecraft movie. They got a Jack Black Minecraft Steve. So yeah, I mean the mods, you know, visual mods, not the ones where you're cheating, but I think visual mods are dope.
Can you get banned for doing the visual mods in the game?
No. Sega actually came out and they said they're banning people who are cheating and adjusting like stats within the game, or like making it to where like they were doing time trials and they were cheating to get the fastest time in the world. Like those people are getting banned, but they came out and said that, you know, visual mods and all of that is okay with them and fine. So
it is crazy because now that I think about it, if this indeed is truly a hybrid, you're gonna be able to play games with mouse and keyboard. Not that you can't do it already, but you'll be able to play. Like this is literally going to be a PC at this point, and you get
maybe don't
mouse in on a shooter. You're like, oh, I like using a controller, but that extra advantage of having a mouse, maybe you switch.
Yeah, they'll probably just have to put you in mouse and keyboard lobbies, you know, PC lobbies, kind of like there's like controller lobbies.
That's true. So hold on, like a game like Marvel Rivals, right? Where if you're on PC, you can't really play ranked with your console friends. Hold on. You plug in mouse and keyboard, you playing on the PC lobbies in ranked. You plug in that controller, you playing in console ranked lobbies. Wouldn't that be crazy?
That'd be the way to make it fair and balanced. Because yeah, I feel like mouse and keyboard definitely they have an advantage because they have more pinpoint accuracy because you're using, you know, their whole arm instead of just like, you know, their thumb on the stick.
That actually is a great point. Like, you know, all your console friends that can't play with you because you're on PC, with the new Xbox, technically that wouldn't even be a problem because they could load the Steam version. You'll be able to play with your friends and they're still on a console.
Yeah, the Steam version. Yeah, that makes sense if you just get what version you want.
Now, obviously, that means though that your progress will be different because there is no cross save yet, right?
Okay, but hold on. This is a good segue into that because now, if we go in this route with consoles and PCs, this is the perfect time for games that are coming out now to have cross progression, cross save. Like, you need to be able to carry over what you had on the console over to the PC, vice versa. No excuse at this point anymore. I'm seeing a lot of games do it nowadays.
So, yeah, it's the future. You know, we're getting really into tech savvy times and stuff. Like, you know, this ain't 1999. Like, yeah, there's got to be some standards, and yeah, definitely should be a standard.
Yeah, I want to see cross save because that's the one thing probably that kind of like, you know, turns me off from playing Rivals 2 is because like I have you guys that play on consoles, but I also have like my brother them that play on PC, and like to just have to redo multiplayer all over again and rank in 2 different consoles, that's too much. That's too much to grind.
Yep.
So I would love to be able to have one account and be able to share that account's progress between console and PC.
Hey, I give it to Game Law. They got that right with Speedstorm.
I mean, that might be level switch. That might be something that they don't want because people could just cheat and play on console and get their rank up and then play on PC afterwards. I don't know.
I will say to the console people, I think the negative of integrating with PC, just more hackers.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, I feel like hackers, you know, they're a big PC issue, and now those hackers are going to be.
I mean, there's also hackers on consoles too, though.
Yeah, there's hackers.
Yeah, but it's a lot harder.
It is a lot harder.
It depends because, you know, if the game is like cross play and you have PC cross play in that game, then you're gonna get into those lobbies with those hackers anyways.
This is true.
But if you're just playing crossplay and it's just console crossplay, then you'll rarely run into those type of hackers. Yes, there's still hackers because they got the aim assist and all that shit, or the Zens and all that shit. But in terms of like when you go into the PC crossplay, then you got to deal with like the Wild Wild West because they got all types of hackers in those lobbies. But yeah, this has definitely got me excited for the next gen, even though I feel like these consoles haven't been utilized to their fullest potential. I think the last time our consoles have been utilized to the fullest of their potential was like 360 PS3 era, and that so happens to be the last best console.
GameCube 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, but real quick, I've all freaking hackers. I'm just gonna make a brash statement. Hackers, y'all deserve to get banned. I have no sympathy, and especially when it comes to time trial, because it's like people spend hours and hours of grinding and replicating and learning just to get like a tenth of a second quicker. Like they're putting in time, in order to get some of these record, and for you to just hack the leaderboard and shit, that's so weak, bro, because you can't put in the time, or you can't put in the work, or you don't have the skill to get a fast time, so you just gonna put in a mod, or you gonna put in a hack. Like that's ass. You deserve to be
Let me find out they modding clocks into this game.
Crazy. So
speaking on,
what's up, Angel?
Let's go to the next segue, because I don't have experience in this, but I know my brother and my cousin played this a lot. But one of the topics is Battlefield 6, the best shooter this generation? Question mark.
Oh, hold on. Before we even get into
generation,
Battlefield 6, we got the update on the Xbox stock.
It went down.
Yeah, no, not that it went down. So we covered it, I believe, last week. Nano said he wanted to cover it, that the stock was like being pulled from shelves from like Targets and Walmart, but apparently there was an update. Someone got in contact with personnel at Target, and from what they said is like they're not actually pulling stock from the shelves; they're actually selling out.
So people are trying to get the Xbox.
Yeah, so these are actually being sold out. So then the availability is gone from the shelves. That's why it looks so scarce. But they also did say they are showing less games on the shelves because they're going digital, and they're showing more accessories on the shelves. But in terms of the consoles themselves, they're actually being sold out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Someone took that on Reddit and ran with it and said, Xbox is dying because they're being pulled from the shelves at these retailers, and the retailers responded saying, no, that's not the case. They're just being sold out. And we'll let you guys know if we eventually do intend on not selling these consoles. So
this is why you gotta take everything you see on the internet. These articles are great because they be BS.
Yep.
They taking things out of context. Just for sensationalism.
It's crazy.
For a second, when you said the stock is going down, I thought you meant like their stocks, like the stock market.
No, like the stock for the consoles themselves. Yes, all it takes is one person to feel a way about you, and then they run to the internet and just lie on your name, and this is what happens. But yes, I guess that's pretty much covered. So yeah, we can definitely get into this Battlefield 6, Angel.
No,
I did play the beta. Yeah, go ahead, Caleb.
Before we get into it, you said the best shooter of the generation. What do you consider a generation? Like what
console
year time?
A console cycle.
The best shooter of the PS5 or Xbox?
Yeah, I think so.
Battlefield 6? I don't know. I can't be a judge of this. I haven't played it.
Next gen too, bro. I told y'all to play the damn beta. Y'all didn't listen to me.
I don't fuck with Battlefield though.
How many people on the Steam charts is going crazy with this game? Oh my god, Angel, I know you don't fuck with Battlefield, but look at this. Call of Duty is getting beat up by this shit right now. I tried to tell you how good this game was during the beta. You didn't listen. Toxic was playing this shit with me. Not literally, but he was playing the beta too.
I know the Battlefield 6 developers said that they were able to go ham with the destructible environments because it's not on the PS4 and they don't have to worry about the PS4. That's why the
Yeah,
structure.
shots fired, bro.
Yeah, so
Y'all on the PS4, you better move to the PS5 at least, because you won't be able to play this game.
yeah. They basically said if you speak broken knees, you can't play Battlefield 6.
But guys, I try to tell you, when the beta first came out, there was 2 weekends to play this damn beta, so you had plenty of time to try this out before you make a decision to buy Angel. I'm getting this game. As I said, I wasn't gonna get it day one just because I invested in Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. I gotta play that one, and then I'm eventually gonna get this one. I still gotta do some tests. It's gonna cost me some money because got an injury, but I'm gonna get this game. So I'm gonna be on this shooter at some point. What do you guys think?
It
Angel
sounds
said
like
his cousin's going crazy.
I'll have to try it out. I haven't played it. I've seen a little bit of footage. To say it's the best shooter of the generation, I don't know about it. But there's a lot of shooters out, and there's a lot of good shooters that are underrated, and they might not be Call of Duty. They don't get the attention of it.
Crazy. Toxic said he had 70 kills on Battlefield 6.
Damn, Toxic 70 kills. So Toxic has been playing Battlefield. Okay. Oh, this man's been playing all these different games since Speedstorm. Oh shit.
He's had more time. Yeah. Instead of grinding tails,
company.
Imagine instead of grinding tails events, you can actually play good games and quality games and spend time on games that deserve your time.
The fact that I was playing betas and having more fun than I was on Speedstorm. I was playing the Battlefield 6 beta, had more fun. I was playing the Sonic Open Network test, had more fun. Like, this goes to show you, that's how you know a game's gonna be a banger, when you play the beta and it goes hard.
Yeah. I had to bring the Call of Duty skills to beat Battlefield 6. I'm still debating on if I'm gonna play Black Ops 7.
Wow, so you're the COD guy and you
have Game Pass.
And you're not even gonna play Battlefield? It's going to Game Pass, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not spending $70 on Call of Duty.
I get that, but you spending $7 on a good shooter.
I've never been a Battlefield fan though.
I haven't really been a Battlefield guy either. I was always a COD guy, but I can definitely say this game is enjoyable. This takes me back to like the late 360, early Xbox One, PS4 days in terms of like the way this shooter is. Like, it's that good. Back in the golden age.
You're not just gassing up this game?
I'm not, bro. I played the beta. I'm not. I haven't had that much fun with a shooter in a minute, Angel. You remember, I told you my favorite COD was World at War. So that should tell you everything you need to know about me in terms of shooters.
Well, Battlefield 2046, I believe, had some mixed reviews. So basically, you're saying that they learned from.
Yeah, they listened to the community and went hard with this game. They're like, we can't do another flop again. EA was probably like, man, you flop again, DICE, you gone.
Man, DICE ain't going nowhere.
But I'm definitely hyped for the game, and rightfully so. It's doing well on Steam. Steam charts is going crazy. It's like one of the most played games of all time, and it's a shooter. Like, you don't really hear that about shooters.
Like, and this is why competition is good. You can't just like call yourself. You gotta have the Battlefield and the other shooters.
Yep.
So step it up. So,
and this is what
all
I've
you
been
Call of
saying
Duty
for
fans
years.
who, hey, Battlefield, just realize Battlefield being better than Call of Duty. Make the whatever Call of Duty comes after Battlefield 6 even better.
And this is what I've been saying for years. COD doesn't have to keep doing yearly releases. Just stop. Drop a game like every 3 to 4 years. Make things feel fresh.
Yeah, and also
every year, this feels like Madden and FIFA and 2K. Like, and there's no real upgrade over those games every year.
Paying $70 for every COD every year, that's kind of crazy. Like, I couldn't do it. So imagine spending like $70, maybe $90 for the deluxe edition, just for them to come out with a newer version of the game the year after.
Like, what the heck?
Yeah, 8 months, 10 months later. Like, damn, and then all the player base goes to the new game.
Yeah, then you spent with a $90. You over there with a $90 paperwork.
Yeah, hell no. I've always been Team Halo anyway. Shoot.
That's the one thing I give Battlefield, that they don't release like every year. I give them.
Battlefield be taking forever to release.
But that's good because look, they took their time and they cooked with this one.
Yo, just wait till they come out with the next Halo. Ooh.
Yeah,
Nah, Halos, they haven't been the same since Bungie stopped making Halos.
that is true. Maybe
Not
Bungie
gonna
needs to go
lie.
back to Microsoft.
Shit, that's just out the window. The motherfuckers is bought out by Sony. Sony owns the motherfuckers
That's
now.
true.
That is
true.
never gonna happen.
These niggas, bro.
But oh man, Bungie, Halo hasn't really been the same since the Bungie era, and
Same with Gears when Epic stopped making the.
yeah.
But to be fair, the Gears games do fare out a bit better than the Halo games because the studio behind it is still competent. They just don't capture the same glow that the Epic team did.
And we can't forget about the game that we need to finish. Me, Sammy, and Nando. Okay.
Oh yeah, Space Marines. But hey, that game's not going nowhere. But Anthem is. That's all I gotta say. Caleb, we got like 2 months. We got like 2 months, brother. When we gonna
ticking.
I paid like $5 for that game, but I still want to play it.
he put one Abraham Lincoln down and said, "All right,
90% off in the store. I'll buy it."
Yes, sir.
Yeah, poor Anthem. That was supposed to be the Destiny killer.
It could have been great. It could have been great. They had potential.
People set that game up for failure the moment it said it was going to kill Destiny. That was the main problem right there.
Yeah, just don't compare. If you want success, don't compare. Just let you shine in your own freaking space. But
I mean, I seen the potential. I seen the vision though, because I played Anthem. I wanted Anthem to be good because I wanted to play a game that was similar to Destiny, but it was different at the same time. You know what I mean? And it had the potential. I seen the build capacity, like potential and whatnot, but they just didn't follow through.
I think the closest games that we had to Destiny was Defiance, that free game that you could play on consoles and PC, and then the other one that was Square Enix was a publisher. I forgot what it was called.
Outriders?
Yeah, Outriders.
Yeah, that game flopped too.
You said what?
I said that game flopped too.
Yeah, it did. It's still here though.
It's been a leak.
Yeah.
It's been a leak. There's going to be a game that got leaked. It's Garfield Kart 3 Around the World. With the Mario Kart world and the Sonic CrossWorlds.
Didn't Garfield Kart 3 come out?
Yeah, Garfield Kart 2 just came out. But once they seen Mario Kart and Sonic CrossWorlds, they said we gotta make Garfield Kart 3 Around the world. So, make sure y'all stay tuned.
The only company that came out and really said, "Yo, we gonna kill a game, or we gonna compete with this game," or I should say, two, is Battlefield 6 when they pretty much did that trailer, and they're like, "Yeah, Call of Duty, nah, it's us." And then Sega when they did their commercial against Mario Kart, and everybody is like, "Yup, Sega cooking with this one." There's only 2 games that's done that, and so far they're on a good stride. Right now they're the best in their genre. So.
I just Paramount, y'all evil for canceling Halo.
Yo, I'm so mad about that, bro. Halo was getting so good. I don't care what anybody says, though. That Halo TV show was fire, bro. I'm so mad they canceled that.
It was good until they took the helmet off. I'll say that.
I
didn't even care about the helmet shit, bro. Like that shit, yo, we were getting close to the Halo 1 storyline and they gonna cancel it, bro.
No, that's because Master Cheeks was caring too much about clapping cheeks, bro.
That's audience, that's a good. If you a man, you focus on freaking John 117's cheeks in the shower versus like everything else in that, like freaking half a second scene versus like all the action. And I got some bad news for you. I know one thing, I wasn't over there tweeting, "Oh, Master Chief was naked." Like, no, I was like, that fight scene when he was fighting the Arbiter, that
them fight scenes was crazy, man.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I think so. Though, but you know what? I think they could really cook if they did a Gears of War.
So they could cancel it in the second season?
Nah, I wouldn't say that. I think like if they did Gears of War, it has to be a movie. They have to do it in movie style. I don't think the TV show would do it justice.
Nah. I mean, what is the reason why they canceled Halo? Like, did it not make enough money? Did it not have enough viewers?
It was too mixed with the fan base.
Oh, fuck the fan base, bro.
Yeah, fan bases sometimes don't know what the hell they talking about, because you can give a fan base they want, they'll still complain because on one side wants one thing.
No,
This
we're not gonna do that.
This is
We're not gonna
literally
do that. So
Sonic.
we're gonna say fuck the fan base, but when the fan base said Last of Us needs to make a switch when the TV show comes out for the second season, otherwise it might die on arrival. And what happened?
Hey, all that is just people who don't like the Last of Us story. End of the day, the TV show is staying true to
I
the
don't like the
story.
TV show.
The
Exactly, the TV show. It's the TV show is not the problem. The problem
Hold
is
on.
they just don't like the Last of Us story.
No.
They just don't like the story.
No, the Last of Us story was good. It was the second game that screwed up the way
That's
they
part
did
of the
that.
story. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter what the TV show did. If you don't like the Last of Us 2 in the story, then
You're not gonna fuck
know what I
with. You're
mean?
not gonna fuck with the TV show because it's literally the storyline in the games.
yes, exactly.
So I mean, no, I get it. I mean, I didn't play Last of Us 1 or 2, so I mean, I know bits and pieces of the
My
story.
niece did, and my niece, she couldn't rock with it.
I like
she
the
loved
Last
the
of Us
first game.
TV show, though. I'm not
When
gonna
she
hold it
played
to
the
you.
second game, she was like, "Mm."
Season 1 was definitely the best so
Yeah.
far. Not that season 2 was like bad, but season 1 they came out cooking. And so if they had a Gears of War show like season 1 or last,
Oh,
I'll be with it.
hold on. Speaking on TV adaptations of games, bro, freaking Fallout season 2's coming.
Fallout. That TV
Yeah,
show was fire.
It's so good. I never even played the game, but it got me interested in the Fallout
Same.
world.
Yo, same. I can never fuck with Fallout, bro.
I was like, bro, I gotta hop in the game at some point.
I've never fucked with. I tried Fallout 3, New Vegas, Fallout 4. I could not get into them, but watching that TV show, I'm like, this shit is fucking gas. That TV show was gas.
You know what
I can't
other
wait for
TV
season
show was
2.
gas? Knuckles.
I never watched Knuckles. I ain't get to watch Knuckles. Is it good?
It's good. It's
I'll
more
probably do it.
comedic though. Some people, it's definitely not. It doesn't take itself too serious, but it's entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they
Season 4.
always made Knuckles the comedic character in these Sonic movies too. If I'm not gonna hold it to you. Like Knuckles is definitely the comedic character in the Sonic series. Like at least in the movies.
Yeah. He's like the serious, funny dude, or the buff funny dude.
Like he's serious, but he's funny as hell at the same time.
Yeah.
Hold on. We just gonna glance over Invincible season 4 like that?
I never watched Invincible.
Nah,
I haven't. Here's the thing, Sammy. I didn't watch the trailer. I've gotten to the point. I don't watch certain trailers because I don't want to get spoiled. Because I have a good memory. So if I see something in a trailer, you know what I'm saying, and once the movie comes out, I'm like, oh man, that's one of my issues with movies, because some movies literally post all of their best scenes in the trailer. So when you actually watch the movie, it's not as exciting because
not even that. They show the whole damn movie, and then when you watch the movie, what the hell, I just seen this shit.
They cut down a 130-minute movie into a freaking 13-minute trailer. So a minute 30 minutes trailer. Like, okay.
Oh man, I know you seen Angel's his desktop wallpaper, and you was
Yo, stop. Don't remind him.
But quick anime news. Speed round. We ain't gotta take all day for it. One Punch Man season 3. The first episode came out, and it's looking good. Positive. It looks better than season 2.
Because from what I heard from the trailers before the actual episode dropped, people were curious, like, is this gonna be a slideshow?
No, it looks like he got some good animators. It doesn't look bad like season 2, so I'm looking for. I'm happy. Also, I'm kind of upset. Kaiju number 8 literally ended on the season 2 ended on the freaking, what they call it, to be continued, a cliffhanger. I'm just like, you don't do that. Bro. You're in the middle of a fight, bro.
Hold on.
End the whole season on it.
Solo Leveling did the same thing. Don't act like Solo Leveling. Solo Leveling did the same thing.
Nah, bro. They did it worse than Solo. It would be like, okay, I'll put it this way. And spoiler alerts, 3, 2, 1. It would be like, imagine if Solo Leveling stopped in the middle of his fight against the Ant King. Imagine if
season 3 would have been cooking.
Yeah, so that's the last thing they did. But yeah, I think new anime right now. Yeah, I think One Punch Man season 3. Yeah, I'm trying to think. My Hero Academia last season. So if you don't know My Hero, Deku, all of them. So it's so far it's good. It's good. So those are two animes that are just came out. The last season of My Hero Academia.
Also Kingdom season 6 came out last week, or no, the week before that, and it's been on a good run right now. And Jujutsu Kaisen, guys, that's coming out.
Oh, when's that coming
out? Is it next month?
Freaking.
Hang on, let me look this up real quick.
Almost threw my controller at the wall.
That's crazy. No, January. So January 2026 is when it comes out. So that's gonna be real soon, guys. This is around the corner. It's crazy how we almost had 2026.
I know, right?
You know what's crazy?
Second half of the 20s.
It's about to be our 1 year anniversary podcast. Ooh. It's also crazy.
Hey, don't take a day for granted, because we are literally on the tail end of the 2020s, man.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy when you think about it, because we look back in history. Oh, the 1920s. And the people that lived in that generation. Well, we're the 20th century, and it's almost over. So time is going by. Next thing you know, we're gonna be in the future. Enjoy the 20s while it's still here.
Yeah, so I want to say, keeping up on the gaming topic, I guess the last game that just released brand new, and it had some buzz going because the previous games were hits. So what the game I'm talking about is Little Nightmares 3, and right now, the community is kind of mixed. The reviews are mixed. Everything is mixed. Everybody's saying, game wise, like the characters, great characters, but the story is all over the place. Pacing is not there. They're looking at this game as mid. Coming from 2 strong entries before this one is kind of sad, because you never want to see a series go down this route. But a lot of people are speculating this is all due to the studio being changed. So
they fired the writers.
I want to say it's unfortunate that this game is going through this situation, because it's not just with gaming. You see it in anime. One studio does a great job, and then next season they switch to a different studio and they drop the ball. I'm talking about you, One Punch Man. So it's gonna take a lot for people to gain trust if there's another game that comes out in this series, and maybe they go back to the original studio. Who knows? Or maybe another studio replaces this current one and they pick up where they left off. But right now, I did say this could be in contention for platform of the year, but at this rate, it's not looking like it. So unfortunate, but
I didn't know the story was so important in Little Night. I just thought it was a scary game.
No, it's actually it adds to the platforming. I will say that it gives more to like the character's background. Like, yeah, you can play as any character in a platformer, but like, what's the purpose of these characters? Like, why are they going through all this?
You can't play as any character in a platformer. Where's the platformer with Waluigi? Oh, wait.
With who?
Waluigi.
Oh man, hey, he get the same kind of love as Luigi. Let's say that.
Luigi gets a lot of love. Waluigi ain't getting nothing.
I mean, Luigi only got 1 game.
No, he got 3 games. He got Luigi's Mansion 1, 2, and
that might be more than Donkey Kong.
I might be like, yeah, he get more love than Donkey Kong. Luigi might have a 4th mansion if I'm thinking about it.
All right, so I think the next topic, before we watch these trailers, I think we could low-key talk about the AirAsia and Sonic CrossWorlds collaboration. I'm not sure if Angel's able to show this on screen so we can kind of see what they're doing, like both IRL and in the game. But I found this.
Oh, these people are assholes.
And this was cool. Are you able to pull up the link, Angel?
Yeah, have it up.
Well,
You
while you're
might
bringing
not see
up
it because
Sonic
there's a delay, but it's up.
Okay.
while you're bringing up Sonic and AirAsia,
Yeah.
apparently Sonic isn't popular in Japan.
I heard that too. I definitely heard that too.
I think that has something to do with Nintendo being involved within the Japanese government and having a lot of influence that they definitely kind of.
Wait, so Japan doesn't fuck with Sonic?
No, they
Japan
don't.
doesn't really fuck with Sony either. If you think about
But they
it.
fuck with Nintendo's part of their government.
Yeah,
Like Nintendo is the.
So you think it's like a government thing as to why Nintendo's top and nobody else matters.
Yeah, they know who Mario. You know what? They went around and they were asking Japanese people, and they showed a picture of Sonic if they knew who he was, and a lot of the Japanese people didn't even know who Sonic was. And they're like, oh, I've seen he's in that Mario Olympics game, right? They didn't even know Sonic had his own game. Like that's how.
Oh, that's wild, bro.
That's how bad their knowledge of Sonic is. So Sonic might be. Nintendo definitely like censored.
Crazy. Sonic is niche in his own region.
Yeah. So I thought that was interesting. So
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Well, hopefully this helps Sonic's publicity and marketing because AirAsia and Sonic doing some partnerships. So as you can see, the AirAsia plane has some decals of Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. And it's funny because when you think about decals, you think about them being in the game, but no, it's on the plane. What do you guys think about that? I don't know if Angel can zoom in on that plane.
Sonic CrossWorlds got decals on planes in real life, and yet Speedstorm got you paying 500 tokens for the color.
Yeah, there is zoomed in right there. That's crazy. That is a fire decal though.
Yeah, I do like the decal on the cart too.
That's how you know. That's how you market a game. You literally have the game promotion on freaking airplane. You know what I'm saying? Their marketing team is legendary. I will say that. So
it makes me want to take a flight on AirAsia.
Yeah, this AirAsia car skin looks fire.
Imagine going on a flight and seeing some Disney Speedstorm marketing on the plane's decals.
Hold on, you know what'd be crazy? Could you imagine if you took a flight on this plane and you're able to play CrossWorlds?
In the game, in the freaking flight, yeah,
that would be crazy.
On the back of the seats. That'd be cool.
That would be crazy. That'd be insane marketing.
He got like a network that within the plane, you get to race against other people on the plane.
Take me somewhere else.
Trying to be. He said, "I'm trying to be the Delta airline."
I'm trying to be the #1 player on this flight.
Okay. He said, "I'm fly as a pelican." I see.
Hey, man, I don't really see this with games. So the fact that I'm seeing this with Sonic honestly, it looks like Sega cares. And that's what I want from a game that I'm playing. The company cares about the game.
But I think they have to focus on their vision. This is what I'm talking about, saying you can't always listen to the quote unquote fans, because sometimes fans don't know what the fuck they want. Or the fan base is divided. They don't know if they want a 2D Sonic, they don't know if they want a 3D Sonic, they don't know if I think Sega just sat down and said, you know what, we gonna stop listening to friends, loud minorities are saying that we got our own plan.
You know,
the plan is definitely paid off.
I would say this for like the 2D, 3D Sonic. One of my favorite Sonic games is Sonic Generations, because you can play in both 2D and 3D.
Yep.
And I think that was a great mix, so you can appease the 2D crowd and the 3D crowd in one game. I will love a Generations 2. That's all I'm saying.
And I heard this crossover. I believe it's coming free to the game, so everyone will be able to take part in getting these decals for the carts and stuff like that.
Dude, what?
So like the fact that we're getting this for free. Like Speedstorm, take notes. This is what y'all should be doing. Like, we're not saying you have to go crazy with marketing and put like Disney on a plane or anything like that. Walt Disney can
no, that's what we are saying.
But like, right now,
I want King Candy on the Spirit era.
But think about it like this: a Disney movie is coming out. Okay, add that movie's decals to the game so we can put them on the cart or something like that. Or add a theme of carts surrounding that franchise, even though it might not be coming to Sonic. I mean, not Sonic. To Disney Speedstorm. You know, let's just say, yeah. Go ahead.
Somebody was saying something where I heard something that Fandango, the company that you get movie tickets off of, had some with Disney Speedstorm, where if you watch the new Tron Ares movie, that you get like some kind of icon within Speedstorm.
I watched it. What the hell? So I ain't getting my icon because I didn't.
You didn't go to do Fandango though. Did you go through Fandango? No.
Nah.
So.
So I'm missing out because I didn't go through a third party. Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's what their marketing was with, but. Just FYI for those who, I don't know if the what's it called, if the thing is still going on, but yeah. Check out Fandango and Speedstorm collab.
So I guess the next topic would be the bunch of games that are coming out. So we do have some trailers for y'all to watch, and it's like a good mix and mash of different genres for these games that are coming out. So I don't know what Angel's gonna pull up first, but I believe the first one is Arc Raiders, the beta, which is actually this weekend. That's gonna start on Friday till Sunday. And I'm definitely gonna try out this beta just because this game looks like it's gonna be a banger. It's another Embark game. We don't know. Embark is the same studio or company that made the finals, and that shooter is also a banger. It's also free to play. This one, however, Arc Raiders, I believe you do have to buy to play this game. So, oh yeah, Code Vein 2. Yes, Nano, we know you love your anime games, as we saw in the game OST tournament. Him and Angel biases.
That's crazy.
Man, if they got anime music bias like I've never seen in my life, bro. You could have freaking Beethoven and whoever making the most banger track, and if it ain't an anime song,
that's crazy. No, that's crazy. That's crazy. No, that's not true. There's no way that's not true. I'm not the anime bias here because I messed with other songs that weren't anime songs.
Hold on. So if it was an anime song or Get Low, who's winning, Angel?
That's ultimate.
That's crazy, Sammy. That's crazy, bro.
He said
you can't do that. You can't do that.
Mixer music. What you got?
Oh man, it depends on the anime song.
Like I said, I've watched lots of anime series. All anime things are not equal, bro. Some are trash.
That's true. That's true.
Some are peak
garbage.
Yeah.
You know, like Bluebird. Oh, that's just legendary.
From Naruto Hill.
Yeah, the first scene of Vinland Saga is opening. Whew,
that's true, Nano. That's true. You know, you talk about how we were biased for anime, but an anime song did not win.
That's because Tekken got them out of there. Thank God.
I mean, Tekken is the closest thing to an anime song, huh? Right?
That's crazy.
Arc Raiders. What is it?
Because them anime songs had to go up against Final Fantasy. Then the fantasy bias, man.
Arc Raiders, if you're wondering, Angel is a looter shooter. And I guess this is gonna compete with Destiny now that I think about it.
So this is a looter shooter.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There's nothing that's been said negatively about this game so far in terms of the betas and alphas. Everybody's been enjoying this game, so it looks like
it's an extraction shooter. Oh, I don't fuck with extraction shooters.
Isn't it? That's what I meant to say. It's an extraction shooter.
Now you got me excited when you said looter shooter because that I do fuck with.
That's my bad. It's an extraction shooter.
Angel's a looter.
It has shooter in the title. And I was like,
oh yeah, I'm a looter, man. I shout out to the OG Borderlands days, man. That was peak looter shooter days, man.
Don't rule this game out, Angel. Play the beta. That's why there's betas. I told you about Battlefield. You said,
Yeah. I mean, I tried playing one of the Tom Clancy extraction shooter that they had.
but that was trash. You was okay to feel that way. That one was trash. This one though is a hit, and I'm gonna be playing the beta. If you want to play with me, let me know. I'm gonna play it this weekend. Caleb, that's for you too. Playing it this weekend. Toxic. I know you play shooters. Let me know.
Code Vein too.
You in there?
This is Nano shit right here.
That's a some motherfucking shooter. You got some aim. A lot of hero shooters don't get the credit, you know, when it comes to like shooters, because you actually have to have good like shooting skill to play some of these games. You actually have to hit your shots.
I'll use my power to transport us back to a time before the upheaval.
And if it matters.
Once we're there, hopefully we can make contact
Here you go, Nano.
with each of these legendary heroes.
Overwatch, fucking.
This game is fire.
Save the world from ruin.
You didn't play the first one?
No, I didn't play the first one.
I will always.
And that was a perfect time to get into it.
That's crazy. Code Vein. I mean, I'm assuming this is an RPG, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit. I gotta play the first one though.
Yeah, play the first one, bro.
I've heard of Code
My
Vein
name
before.
is
I've heard good
Valentin
things.
Voda. So you're a solo hunter, are you? Tell me, do you have a place to stay in Magmel yet?
A revenant hunter?
Not now. Get away from here.
Well, can't say I remember hiring you, but if you're game, lend me a hand. And Valentin, he'll be the most powerful figure out here on the frontier.
The hero Jose, a revenant who fell victim to her very own powers.
So tell me, my mysterious visitor, who are you?
The S
In
rank
the
hunter?
name of the great Gula bloodline, I do bestow upon you my blood as
The anime
proof of our
Souls-like.
engagement.
Oh, this is anime
Until the
Souls.
resurgence
Like, see, I don't fuck with
these
Souls like
horrors
games
must
either.
be city's
Damn.
residents.
Why not? You too hard?
Let's go.
I
It's high
don't
time I faced
know.
my past.
When the balance of power shifted.
I mean, the difficulty's there, but like,
Change. Dramatic shift. The human spirit.
I don't know,
was twisted
maybe
beyond
just-
recognition.
If someone has to get hurt, I would rather it
You
be
see that
me.
bike game?
I don't know.
So far as
You see
I
the
know,
Eiffel Tower, Angel?
Your case
I
is
see. Can I see? I see.
Expedition 32 right here.
Off to kill again.
32 is
We
crazy.
all know these are bloody times.
You know,
of
did you?
living.
Yo, speaking
Every
of
one of us
Expedition
is desperate to
33, have you
survive.
heard that they're gonna
But you crossed a line.
add some
killing
DLC
people.
to it?
Add
Raiders
some free
making their
DLC,
move,
yep. So I'm probably gonna wait
That should
before I
at
finish
least
the
give you
game.
enough
Then.
time to
Free
escape.
DLC? You mean they're not charging $20, $30 like Nintendo?
Free. It's free.
There's no getting through
No
to it.
Emerald Rush?
It's free.
Damned wretched curs! They would
Yo, that is
dare to
diabolical
raise
that you guys
them
gotta pay.
so low.
Do
For
you
that, that's crazy.
Remember the statue of that
Yeah.
revenant I showed you in the
I got paper.
present? If fate runs its
Yeah, you
course,
don't even get
I
a
mean, get
Noah
those
will
dance moves
die
too.
fighting the
Yes, sir.
raiders, and the others here won't fare much better.
Need I remind you that tampering with history, unless under the most
I don't know why, but this
extreme
guy
of
reminded me of
circumstances,
Devil May Cry for some
is
reason.
strictly forbidden. What will you do if your
Maybe the
meddling
only
ends
man in
up
Japan with a
costing your
freaking
lives?
Sega Genesis.
Meddling with the past, meddling to excess. There's always a chance it can potentially reverse all the progress you've made so far. Please, give it some careful thought. Above all else, try to weigh your feelings against what is at stake here.
Our focus, our true objective, is to save this world, our current world.
It's good.
It is you, though.
That looks like
who
one of the
must
bosses
save
from
the world of
Wu-Tang.
man.
Nano, this is your game of the year? Let me find out.
No, Expedition 33, baby. Expedition 33.
Donkey Kong Banana.
Ninja Gaiden.
Man, and you see all these people not saying 33 is crazy.
Sonic CrossWorlds.
Banana. See, hey, you see Nano talking about, man, Caleb, man, you got your money for CrossWorlds tournament. You can get Expedition 3 now. I ain't got my money yet. Expedition 33, yeah. I
So
still
as
see
it
my
turns out,
winnings.
Nintendo is not the most greedy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Man, this looks clean. See outfits, pre-order outfits. Damn, collector's edition.
Let's go, chat.
Let's go.
We got what we got next? Painkiller Reboot.
Yeah, some of these didn't pop up for me. Okay, yeah,
Rip Caleb money. That's crazy. I told him to split it with me. The minute he said no, they want to pay. Crazy, right?
Damn, I'm not trying to blame it on that. That's crazy.
You would have been where my money at. I ain't got it yet.
Nah, man, I'm just messing with you. That's crazy. Where my money at? That reminds me of the episode from Family Guy where Stewie's asking Brian for his money.
Friends.
Yeah, so this is like a co-op Doom game. For those of you who don't know.
Against our abominations.
So like imagine playing Doom with the homies.
Purgatory is our playground.
Can't you do that already in the regular Doom or no?
Your graveyard.
Can you? Unbelievable.
I don't know. I've never played it. I've never played Doom.
Doom is single player. I didn't play the new one yet, but
oh, so Doom is single player. Okay.
Yeah, they have a multiplayer mode in the first one, but then they took it off. Wow.
21st of October.
Like,
So this is the first Doom type of co-op game.
Ah, yes. Extraction shooters. Hey,
so
John,
this is gonna be crazy. I don't know if you could do 4 people, but it does look like you can do 3 people in a party.
Imagine if they had like dual executions or something.
Yeah, that would be fire.
It might. You don't know. It might. Oh, it's coming out this month. Okay, and it looks like it would be a party of 4 because there's 4 people at the end. It look like they were hearing you. Because we talked about Ark being an extraction shooter. What's the video that plays after that? And here we got the Avatar fighter. This is gonna be interesting.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah, Avatar the Airbender, not the blue people, James Cameron.
Not the blue aliens.
But you'll be able to fight Zuko, Aang, and tons of Avatar characters in like a 2D Street Fighter type of style.
And
very fluid. I see that.
Game. Yes, fluid, and I'll explain why. It was hand drawn, so this is gonna be crazy.
Oh, this game was hand drawn.
Fighters.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say I did get Fighter Z vibes off of this fighting game that I just.
Yep.
Damn.
This is cold, man. A lot of people was joking around saying, "Oh, you know, they're gonna run to a rank match, and the Cabbage Man's out there giving cabbages like a sensu bean like Krillin would."
That's crazy.
I do like the new trend of like there being like these 2D games that are hand drawn. I think there was Fighter Z. What's the one where it's like the old fashioned style? Cuphead. That's a hand drawn. Yeah, Cuphead.
Cuphead actually had a TV show too, and it was actually good. A cartoon. Yeah, it was good on Netflix.
The game was so successful they made a cartoon out of it, not the other way around.
Yep, and hold on, they did the same thing with Fallout. So there's good game adaptations that turn into TV shows. So that whole trope of saying, oh, you can't make games into movies or TV shows, that's false, because we're seeing it now. Sonic got a good movie franchise going from the Mario game. or Mario got a good movie franchise. Like,
yeah, they got the Despicable Me animators.
I will say there's been some misses like Tomb Raider and Resident Evil, but there's been some hits.
Yeah, that's because they were just trying to freaking. They thought Angelina Jolie was. That's the truth. That's just Hollywood getting in the way.
When you miss the call for chow, but you want to eat something now, you'll go for lunch with Force Rockets.
So this game is like Fallout but in space.
Is getting cream, and your winger's out of steam. Recharge your toast fork through with Force Rockets.
rescue soon. You can save the day with Board's rockets. When your ship's adrift and lost, and the crew starts drawing lots, why won't your mates when you've got Board's rockets? Board's rockets. Board's rockets. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your lunch today.
Hey, what's going on the run? How you guys doing today? Welcome back to another Steve Racing video. And in today,
Okay.
So another thing, like, it's funny because we talked about Fallout. The team that did New Vegas is the same group that's doing Outer Worlds. So, you know, Apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And I've heard nothing but good things about Outer Worlds. I haven't played them, but I know I know the first one was very successful. So to see them come out with a sequel is nice to see. Hopefully they follow the trend off of the first game and just build off of that. But yeah, it's lots of good games coming out soon and early next year. So I'm excited for that. I know they released a new character for Invisible's Versus. I'm not sure if you're able to show that, Angel. I know I didn't have the link there. I believe I did forget it. But like I said, the last time we saw the trailer for Invisible Versus, it looked good. It's just like, I was scared. Is there going to be a roster? Because it looked like they only showed 5 characters.
Did you see the trailer for Invincible Versus, right?
Yeah, Invincible Versus. Did I not?
Yeah, do you see the one with what's the guy in the suit's name? You know, like the secret agent dude?
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
Yeah, they just came out with he's a character.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, maybe we should show that. His gameplay looks actually pretty good.
What happened?
He be teleporting everywhere.
Invincible Versus?
Invincible Versus?
Yep.
He's the old man?
Yeah. He got a gun. Yeah. Don't censor me.
And what am I looking at?
The trailer for him is character trailer.
The Omni-Man gameplay trailer?
No, Omni-Man. It's new. IGN might have it actually. I think. IGN
is it 6 hours ago? Like this is like brand new?
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
What's his name?
Cecil.
Yeah, Cecil gameplay.
If there's one character in
Cecil cooking
it's Cecil Stedman.
In a world of superheroes.
I'm gonna run and use your bathroom while you deal with that.
It looked like an old version of John Wick.
Almighty, I didn't think she would ever leave.
When we were looking at roster, we're all such huge fans of Cecil. We're like, he's got to be in this game. And you're like, how the fuck does a normal human fight against aliens and superheroes and all this stuff?
Even though he doesn't have superpowers, he is still incredibly capable.
But it's not like it's just him. So he has this whole governmental apparatus behind him that has this technology that is beyond anything that any normal human would imagine.
He shows you that he's not just a suit behind a computer console. He's okay getting his hands dirty too.
He uses all this technology at his disposal to keep his enemies at bay and basically makes them run a gauntlet in order to get to him.
One of my favorite moments from Cecil in the show is when he's going toe-to-toe with Omni-Man. Omni-Man keeps dashing at him and he teleports away at the last second.
You see this character, you're like, oh, he's just a regular guy in a suit, but then you see him move and he's teleporting all over the stage.
He's a very slippery
so he's
character.
Iron Man.
His fast locomotion with long-range attacks really offer him the ability to compete against the other cast.
We've got this great taunt for Cecil where he puts his hands over his face and says,
They're all children, Donald.
His disdain, I just love the expression of his character. We wanted to give him a kit that was really reflective of him being kind of the person that pulls the strings and the person who's the commander of the battlefield.
Cecil's moves tell you a lot about who he is.
Cecil's going to be a fun character if you like gadgets, if you like setting traps. He's got a lot of tricks. He's got a wide array of weapons that serve different
He reminds me of
purposes to
Deathstroke
round
from
out the range
Injustice, but
and
just
types
teleporting.
of attacks in his kit.
Cecil's light attacks are pistol based. So very short range, very quick. His mediums, it's all like rifle blasts. You can charge his down medium as well, and it's just a bigger, just laser blast.
He's got this Flaxen rifle. You'll see in season 1 of the show, he's sort of re-outfitted Flaxen tech from an earlier invasion of Earth to use against Omni-Man.
And all of his heavy attacks are like up close and personal shotgun blasts. In the air, it's like a down spike. You can actually get several down spikes in a row before he goes into combos.
I think my favorite weapon is just really his grenade launcher. Creates a lot of space.
If you use the boosted version of it, you'll shoot like 3 in a row in like a rapid fire.
And it changes the arc. And if you're retreating and doing in the air, you can cover kind of like anyone trying to run in on you, you're setting up more hazard.
He's got this sort of like sonic grenade that floats in space for a minute and then explodes, so you can use it to sort of stop people from approaching at you.
If you boost it, it actually homes in on the target, which is like really nice. For his special moves, you can summon
y'all got the game developers thing. I thought y'all were looking at the trailer
like corpses of
it's
people
like a minute.
that are under Cecil's control.
Uses a device and reveals the white room around the player.
My time is valuable.
I mean, this one works good too. You like more in depth with the character.
It's just super awesome to see this really cool aspect of the comic and show represented in our game.
His super 2, like, so he'll just teleport around the opponent and just kick their ass.
His ultimate, I mean, it doesn't get better than that.
This looks so epic. In the show, it's a weapon that's up in space, and it actually shoots down through the atmosphere. So you get a laser coming down from above and just decimates everything in its path.
Stop right there. Do it.
And I just think that ultimate
Wait, there's
is
supers
perfect.
and ultimates? God damn.
Get used to
Dude,
all of his
the
ranged
finishes are
attacks
brutal.
and start learning timing.
This
Like
finishes
when you
are
want to
brutal.
set up the mines and start placing them strategically.
It's really fun to be able to pull out a weapon, get a hit stop, then throw out a grenade, and then just finish it off with Hammer of God as their ult.
I would not
it
wanna
just
go out
feels
like that in real
really
life.
epic.
I think Cecil pairs really well with a larger character. Someone like Battle Beast is great because Cecil could use some like extra protection. I also think it's good to use him to get characters where you want them to be and then call in assists.
He's a ton of fun, just all around great character. I think the fans are going to love him.
Well, apparently every time he teleports, that's supposed to be like $6 million worth of tax dollars or something like that. So he
That's
running up the budget.
crazy.
There's gonna be teleports all over that match.
God damn it.
Close Alpha coming. Okay.
I'm in charge of the most ridiculous bunch of super-powered
I
morons.
gotta get back on my fighter games. I was heavy in the Street Fighter
Always
6.
complaining and fighting amongst
Gotta get back on.
themselves. And leave me to
All right,
clean
you know,
up
I guess
after.
the last topic would be
Lucky me.
unless there was another trailer.
Fuck you, Nolan.
But,
I was gonna say,
yeah.
competitive games, they just take so much of your time.
Fuck
It's
you,
kind of hard to do more than one at a time.
That is true.
Gotta keep you on your toes. Put him to bed. Go. My time is valuable. Lights. Got up just for you. Gotta keep you on your toes. Put him to bed.
Here we go.
That's gonna be crazy. If they do the boys fighting game.
Oh, dude. I'm gonna be A-Train, man. You know his finisher,
They're
that
all
shit gonna be
children,
the
Donald.
way he did that Blue Hawk, dude. they gonna be
Last
fine.
week, I went undercover at a Smash tournament as
That will be what is the last topic?
The one and only topic that, you know, we do all the time on this podcast. AI.
Oh, you got some music?
No.
Oh, you talking about Sora too?
Yes, sir.
You know, also, since we're on the topic of AI, Suno released version 5.
Yeah, I made some songs, bro. It's been cooking. Maybe we play one. Crash Out After Dark, man.
And I heard that Suno's been making like a lot of the vocals seem more like with emotion, and they've been fixing a lot of the problems that their previous versions had. So I mean, I don't really have much of a experience because I haven't really made songs on the version 5. But Caleb, what do you think? Is it a good version upgrade?
Yes, dude. You know, I've been jamming. It sounds like real emotion, real addict when they speak. You know, in the inflation on the voices, that sounds real. I'll send you a song, and I did it in Spanish. So you know, maybe we'll play and see what you think. It sounds good, man. Sounds good.
And they'll be like, man, this is my new Bad Bunny artist. This gonna be the one that has to play at the Super Bowl, not Bad Bunny.
That's crazy. But other than that, yeah, Sora 2. You guys have been having fun with Sora 2 as well?
Yes, sir. Don't like the 30 video limit, but
it's been ticking since you tried to end me.
Fun. And yeah, to my question that I was gonna ask you before the podcast, Angel, because you got experience with both of them at this point, right? My question would be, in your mind as of right now, if you had to choose one, or if you had to, sell one to someone to use who has no idea about AI, which one would you choose? Google Veo or Sora 2? Which one's the better one in your eyes?
Yeah, I haven't really messed with Sora like that. I mean, I made a couple videos, but
What? You got a whole slew of videos on Sora.
I mean, yeah, but like I didn't. Yeah, I don't have enough for that one to actually do anything. But I would say Sora's nice. I feel like Sora can also get upgraded more. Like we need more cameos to be able to accurately put our voice and our face to make these AI videos. We need to have more deeper like face and voice recognition. So I would love to be able to have more canvases so the AI can learn better to capture my face and voice, so that way I can actually like really get to the nitty gritty with the prompts.
I will say to their defense, Sora is still pretty new, and Suno at one point started off pretty new. We got on there about 3.0, I think, and now we're at 5, and look where it's at, night and day. And I think if we give Sora enough time to get to like version 3.0 or something like that, Sora could be just as good in terms of AI.
True. I mean, people have been going crazy with this.
This is free. Google, if you want to use Veo, you got to pay. This one, you just get in and you start creating.
Oh, since we're on the topic of the Sora 2, do we want to show some of the Sora 2 videos that we?
Yeah,
we can. Can I look at my followers? Oh yeah, there right now. Followers. Look at Caleb's. Let's see what Caleb got cooking up. Oh yeah, Caleb got the Pokemon shit cooking right now.
Yeah, you got me.
All right, buddy. Time to show them what you're made of.
Let's make this quick.
Nice work, big guy. That's a win.
Yeah, you
Neanderthal fainted is crazy. Yo.
Show him. Quick attack. Let's go, King. Gorilla, I choose you. Your turn, Hard. Show him. Quick attack.
Quick attack. That's crazy. This man got a B racing league?
Lead. Ready. And go. They're off. The swarm exploding out of the gate. Look at that lead.
Wasp.
And go. They're off. The
that's not, I haven't really been on Sora. I haven't seen your guys' stuff. Yo, not the Beehive roller coaster, Caleb. That's crazy.
Honey! Woo, tastes so good! Hold on! Best ride ever!
That's wild.
Oh, you gotta go to the girlfriend battles.
Girlfriend,
Pokemon style.
That's the girlfriend battles. Where they go? Oh yeah,
Now! Go! Windmill punches! Now!
Slam!
That's game, homie. Go!
That's
Windmill
game,
punches!
homie. That's
now!
crazy.
Go! Windmill punches! Now!
Chill out for spin, let's go!
That's game, homie. Go! Windmill punches! now!
Yeah, Caleb, funny as hell with these.
Go! Windmill punches! Finish with the uppercut!
Windmill punches is crazy.
That's game, homie. Go! Windmill punches!
You know, it's crazy how you got the Pokeball animation, though. It's crazy.
I gotta get the framing because sometimes when he throws it out, they be on the opposite side.
Damn, okay, Caleb, you've been cooking on the AI side.
These look like trailers that you see on TV, bro.
Facts. We got a bear versus freaking King Kong.
In the jungle, only strength survives.
That's terrifying.
That one was trippy, bro. When I saw that, I was like, hell.
Yeah, that one. Only the feet connected. That would have made it even better. But that kill shot.
The first one that he did was the best one out of that.
Oh god, they're right behind me!
The gorilla.
Get off me! Oh god, they're right
That's
behind
crazy.
me!
That's actually terrifying. That is actually terrifying.
Freaking Jordan Peele.
That is fucking terrifying. Hasn't made anything. Abdul has not made anything yet.
The first one at the bottom. That's what Sammy's talking about. Oh yeah, that one.
That was trippy.
Yeah,
too.
that is terrifying.
Caleb definitely gonna find himself on Jordan Peele's team at one point. Some insect movie for him.
This man, Sammy's so suave. Got the prince.
Fire in the night sky, thunder in my veins. Let the lightning ride, break these heavy chains.
That's
Fire in the
crazy.
night sky, thunder in my veins. These heavy chains.
You're quick.
I got some celebrity
And
ones
you're
in
wide
there.
open.
Not for long.
Not
James
bad.
Bond.
Who's that? Is that Jeff? Who's that Bruce Lee fight?
Bruce
What is
Lee.
that?
James Bond versus Bruce Lee is crazy.
Yeah.
You're quick, Mr. Lee.
And you're out of bullets, Mr. Bond.
No, and you're out of bullets. Mr. Bond is crazy. That's crazy.
Quick hands, mister.
Yours are quicker. Shame about the tie.
I prefer black anyhow. Quick hands, mister.
Yours are quicker. Shame about the tie.
I prefer black anyhow.
That actually looks like a good fight scene. Yeah, you definitely can have a short series, right?
That's what I'll say. The Zora one was hilarious too with James Bond. Man.
The thing I like about what is it, Sora 2 is that like they actually some sorts of violence because there's like some other AI image generators. It's like they won't even like generate people fighting.
Okay, you win.
Told you not to lead with that,
Yeah,
right?
this will at least allow combat.
No, Sammy having intimate moments in his. Whoa.
Bro, what? Why you got my auntie on the screen?
Whoa.
Keep looking at me like that.
You keep looking at me like that is crazy. Yo, Sammy. Whoa.
Oh, you watched the Selena one and Tupac? Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
We making OnlyFans content with Tupac. What?
Yeah, that's crazy. Only Sora? What?
That's crazy. Hey, I like the ring to that.
Yeah,
That's
just
diabolical.
Chris Brown to take a picture. Women gonna be like,
Man, let me tell you something.
Women
When I
be like,
walked in here and saw you sitting there, I said, Lord, they done put Mischief and Trouble at the same table.
Oh, you don't fool me, Burn. You the one with the halo made out of barbed wire. Can't tell if you a preacher or a
That's all I gotta say.
As long as they both keep me out of... Man, let me tell you something.
And now I seek a path of my own.
Then perhaps I
keep speaking much. Peace, brother.
Yeah, a lot of historical figures talking
Good to
with
finally
themselves
meet you.
and stuff
I've been
like
listening
that.
and learning from your words
Talk
for a
with
long
each other.
time, and I've been hearing your
Bernie
voice
Mac,
carry
Richard
those
Pryor.
lessons forward. It matters. We're all trying to make the struggle mean something. I'm honored, man. Keep speaking much. Peace, brother. Peace. Good to finally meet you.
That's
And you must
crazy.
fire me. Brother Tupac, it's an honor to meet you. The honor's mine, Dr. King. Your words lit a fire in me a long time ago. Keep that fire steady and guided.
yeah, bro, we're
A
in the
voice of
future,
truth can
and
change
you
the
know
course
the
of a nation. Keep
concept
speaking.
where it's like
Brother
either
Tupac,
it's
it's an
gonna
honor to meet
take
you.
like a long time for technology to advance. The technology that we advance is going to keep it's exponentially going to increase over time, and so it's going to actually speed up the process. And it seems like with AI, all of this, bro, like 5
Angel
years from now,
Remix is the one that we was watching right now.
it'll be crazy. Oh, he remixed it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the one they were fighting.
I was dying, bro.
Oh shit, where is
You
it
don't hear
at?
me,
Oh, this right
man.
here.
You don't hear me, man. You talking at me, not to me.
Watch your tongue, son.
Then make me. I will. Get off me. You swinging, I'm swinging back. Let's finish it. You don't hear me,
That
man.
was crazy. Why did the kid of Tupac fighting?
To this place, a thunderous welcome here in Buffalo. That's him, the hottest free agent in the game.
Yeah, he said, watch your
Making his
tongue, son.
WWE
Hey, Martin Luther King couldn't
to
believe
this
it,
place, a thunderous welcome here in Buffalo. That's him.
Yeah, he went for
That's
the arm
crazy. That is crazy.
Me blind, that Blaze, that's the clock that's been ticking since you tried to end me.
Andrew
You
got
caught
the
me blind,
WWE
you put me through a
on
table,
hold right
and you
now.
thought I stayed down. But look at me, I'm
It's
still
like,
here,
don't
still
let me start
breathing.
my
I'm
own
meaner than I've
show,
ever
it's a
been.
wrap.
Next week at Overdrive, you don't get to sneak in from behind. You step in that Blaze, that's the clock that's been ticking since you tried to end me.
Got Triple H on
Blow
standby right now.
Oh snap, yo, let's go. Call me up. Call me up.
You gotta have a match with you versus Logan.
Me versus Logan Paul is crazy.
I like this one. I like how he's incorporating Speedstorm.
I don't even
Yo,
think I
that
can do
got
that.
his shirt on it, dude. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, it took my shirt. Like sometimes it like changes the images though, but it keeps the Poppy's Angel at the top though. It's crazy. Can I do Logan versus Logan Paul? I don't think it would work though.
Have you seen the Jake Paul ones? I'm gay.
That's crazy.
I can't do Logan, but I can do Jake Paul. I'm gonna try that.
Damn, I wonder why.
WWE is protecting them.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. But boxing ain't protecting him.
Yo, the boxing don't care about Jake Paul. It's crazy that he's fighting Tank Davis.
I don't know if wins by pinfall will work, but let's see. Is adding it to the queue. Let's see how that turns out. Oh yeah, you got me coming out the car. Look at that.
Raymond Rodriguez rolling in on that custom ride. A purple and blue cart with neon everywhere, and this crowd is on its feet. Rodriguez isn't. Get this.
Coming out with the purple and blue card is crazy.
Is here. Listen up, your poppy is here. I race, I grind, I win for La Familia. Engines roar when I show up. When I lock in, it is over. Recognize the poppy, La Familia.
Recognize the Poppy is crazy. Yeah, we having some wild shit in here. Yo, the Jake Paul fucking AI videos be taking me out. I'm not gonna lie.
Sheep, the pie still left with 3.14 on me. Plug call said the bag moving fast.
I know you lying, bro. Do they really have this man Albert Einstein rapping, bro? That's crazy.
speed. These numbers all day, I ain't counting sheep. Split the pie, still left with 3.14 on me. Plug call, set the bag, moving fast as light speed. I told him that C, we just multiplying by the right meat. Figure out the function, I've been grinding with the limit. These numbers all day, I ain't counting sheep. Split the pie, still left with 3.14 on me. Plug call, set the bag, moving fast as light speed. I told him that C, we just multiplying by the right meat. Figure out the function, I've been grinding with the limit.
That's crazy, bro.
Coach, tough loss tonight. What happened on the boards in the fourth?
Look, man, we're talking about physics. Not effort, not heart, physics. We're talking about physics. I mean, come on, we're talking about physics. That's all I'm saying.
Coach.
此战多亏你守得住边关。
Hey, this kind of rap will help some young folks learn YNs. It's gonna help the YNs in math class. What you been doing lately? I've seen the blazing and doing it. I've been listening to it.
Venture 2. Let's roll!
You can't outrun yourself. Watch me face the shadow. Ride the adventure.
This is
Coming
diabolical.
2001. Ricky Adventure 2. Let's roll! You can't outrun yourself. Watch me face the shadow.
That just took him, bro.
This is crazy.
They're gonna do anime openings for Angel soon.
Oh, wait, what's the prompt for this? That doesn't even tell me. That's crazy.
Yo, crazy. We could probably make our own game. Better than Speedstorm games.
I want to know what the original was.
Game development, there's a lot of coding, physics, and bugs, and yeah, I know there's a lot
They're
that goes
moving!
into
I've
it.
got the left flank!
Then I'll carve a path straight through.
On my mark! 3,
2,
now! Break them apart!
Yo, that's crazy. Super Saiyan 4 is crazy.
Freaky adventure.
Yo, AI really crazy for this. It's diabolical. Why this look crazy? I don't know what the fuck is happening, but this whole fight scene looks crazy.
Nothing bad. I will crush you myself.
He's coming down.
Then we take him from all
Witness
sides.
my legion.
Entire
Fuck with it.
How'd they get this though? Because shouldn't Dragon Ball Z
The copyright? Yeah, I'm saying the same thing. Let me see. Can I put myself in a Super Saiyan form?
People are finding some kind of way.
Hold on.
Yeah, toy animation.
You know what? They probably used Akira Toriyama because he's dead. And then they probably figured out they could get like Dragon Ball in there somehow. Because technically, if he's dead, they could use his content, right?
Sure, it depends if, I don't know. Like, if he sold it to toy.
No, because personally, I can always make AI with dead people, as you saw on my channel. So I'm thinking maybe they just typed in Akira Toriyama and then they put in like fighting cartoon and then it came up as Dragon Ball Z, even though it's not typed in as Dragon Ball Z. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's one way they probably bypassed it to get that. Because if you put in DBZ, because I've tried it, it will block it.
Well, so for these prompts, people put Super Saiyan 4, so I don't know.
So Super Saiyan is not. Wow, that's not blocked.
Well, Super Saiyan is a concept though, because I mean, you can make anybody go super, quote unquote.
This is definitely interesting.
I want to see if this works. I told it to have me transform into a Super Saiyan 4. And I want to see. And I said put it in anime style. So I'm curious to see how they incorporate my cameo into an anime style.
Interesting.
But you know that could take a while.
I find like they usually take around a minute to 2 minutes to generate.
A minute to 2 minutes.
Yeah, something like that. Which is a bit slower than we're used to when we use like Suno. Because, you know, like,
well, it's got to generate a whole freaking video. That's why.
That's why.
It's actually wild. It come up with a 3-4 minute amazing, beautiful song within seconds.
Right?
But then again, you're putting in the lyrics.
Yeah.
Well, some people don't, but
Let's see. This
takes
Jake
longer.
Paul video is about to get generated. Let's see what this looks like. To show you how the AI people do it here in Sora real
When that
quick.
bell rings and it's just you and me.
Joe Rodriguez. Yo.
Oh wow. May include suggested of a racy material. How?
Damn. Angels getting banned, y'all.
The crowd is.
Okay. What is so racy about it? It's a match. All right, let me see if I take away match and just leave it like that. It might be because I put match, so they might make it think oh it's violent. So maybe excluding the match will have that. I don't know. I'm still that's another thing too. I'm still trying to figure out because like it's the way which you word stuff, which is how you can avoid like oh you can't do this. You gotta trick the AI. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy that people are tricking AI when AI should be smart enough to know that we're tricking it.
Well, soon it will catch that, but
yep. Hopefully they don't ban us for it. We just intelligent.
I see this anime style, or is this gonna give me another copyright bullshit? I hate how like sensitive this is. we need an AI that's uncensored, but that might be diabolical.
You know what we could probably do is ask ChatGPT to kind of like give a prompt to bypass it to give us what we want. I wonder if ChatGPT, because technically they're the same company that's made Sora too. It's OpenAI.
It's an
I think it's
OpenAI.
that did it, right?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out. About to get generated. Watch it be like, oh no, you can't turn Super Saiyan 4. What is this? My hopes and dreams. Put me in anime. Yeah, suggested of racing materials crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, damn. That's why I have to figure the prompting out. So, I am not ready for that yet. I will master that eventually, guys. I will. But other than that, that's all the topics. You guys got any final words?
I'm just excited for the Joker event sometime, obviously this month, and excited to get my hands on the beta for Arc Raiders this weekend. Aside from that, Battlefield 6 looks like it's the shooter this generation. Shout out to EA. They got a banger with this one. Caleb? Did we lose Caleb? Oh, Caleb put the Spanish song in the group chat.
Oh, you can hear me?
There you are.
Yeah, now I think you might have been muted earlier.
Okay, you said this is. I guess the last thing is, I do have a song that I put in Spanish in the CrashOut chat. We can play that before we get out of here. I'm curious to see what Angel thinks because it's in Spanish, so it'd be in his language.
It's downloading. Don't kill me. All right, y'all ready?
Sir.
Here we go. Good morning.
Ven aquí, cariño. Te ves tan bien que creo que quiero tener tu bebé. Mejor trátame bien si me quieres como tu dama. En mi cumpleaños me regalo un Mercedes. Te vas a quedar fuera si empiezas a actuar de manera sospechosa. Ven aquí, cariño. Te ves tan bien que creo que quiero tener tu bebé. Mejor trátame bien si me quieres como tu dama. En mi cumpleaños me regalo un Mercedes. Te vas a quedar fuera si empiezas a actuar de manera sospechosa. Soy original, así que deja de actuar como si me hubieras hecho. Mis enemigos son mis mayores fans, así que gracias porque me pagaron. Me compró 6 anillos. Tengo la mano pareciendo la de Tom Brady. Él es sincero conmigo, pero yo me quedo en un 80. Voy llamando la atención diario. Vuelvo locos a todos los chicos. Soy una princesa como Daisy. Estoy bien curvilínea porque me como mis gachas y salsa. Ven aquí, cariño. Te ves tan bien que creo que quiero tener tu bebé. Mejor trátame bien si me quieres como tu dama. En mi cumpleaños me regalo un Mercedes. Te van a cortar si empiezas a actuar de manera sospechosa. Ven aquí, cariño. Te ves tan bien que creo que quiero tener tu bebé. Mejor trátame bien si me quieres como tu dama. En mi cumpleaños me regalo un Mercedes. Te vas a quedar fuera si empiezas a actuar de manera sospechosa. Esas perras feas me odian, me tiran shade porque esas feas no son yo. Tengo que ser sincero, tengo que hablar francamente. Tu cara se ve rara, está dando una vibra de mal humor. Espero que me lo agradezcas. Tu novio quiere darme una nalgada. Soy una chica suave, tú te ves un poco masculino. La forma en que te ve, pensé que tu nombre era Stanley. Tu hombre en mis DMs, diciendo que quiere formar una familia. Ven aquí, cariño. Te ves tan bien que creo que quiero tener tu bebé. Mejor trátame bien si me quieres como tu dama. En mi cumpleaños me regalo un Mercedes. Te vas a quedar fuera si empiezas a actuar de manera sospechosa. Ven aquí, cariño. Te ves tan bien que creo que quiero tener tu bebé. Mejor trátame bien si me quieres como tu dama. En mi cumpleaños me regalo un Mercedes. Te vas a quedar fuera si empiezas a actuar de manera sospechosa. Nunca perseguí a un nica. Te parezco yo, Emi. Dijo que quiere comer el gato como si estuviera en Haití. Saludos a todos mis haitianos. No dejes que te hablen raro. Tengo a este tipo enganchado. Quiero obedecerme. He estado jugando como una mujer Tracy McGrady. Te hago estar fumando fuerte. Mi visión se está nublando. Tuve que mejorar. Tu juego era un poco flojo. Porque tu voz está temblando y suena muy inestable. Ven aquí, cara niña. Te ves tan bien que creo que quiero tener tu bebé. Mejor trátame bien si me quieres como tú te amas. En mi cumpleaños me regalo un Mercedes. Te vas a quedar sin nada si empiezas a actuar sospechosa, chosa. Ven aquí, cariño. Te ves tan bien que creo que quiero tener tu bebé. Mejor trátame bien si me quieres como tú te amas. En mi cumpleaños me regalo un Mercedes. Te vas a quedar fuera si empiezas a actuar de manera sospechosa.
Okay, Caleb, that shit was mad sexy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that shit was mad sexy. Okay, I was like, yo, who the female voice singer, yo?
Go with this female right now? On
Yeah.
what?
Oh my god. All right, yeah, we're rating out.
Yeah, as an English speaker, that shit sounded good. So I'm curious how it sounds to a Spanish person. But yeah, man, the what's it called, Suno V5, man, it's cooking, bro.
Yeah, I can definitely tell a difference.
Yeah.
Especially in the emotion of the song. I'm like, okay, this actually I can. Soon Suno's gonna replace the music industry.
No more, you don't have to go through Diddy no more.
Whoa, hey, yo.
Oh man,
that's
the
crazy.
casting couch at Diddy's mansion. Woo.
I've been making music. I haven't released it yet. I want to make a music video, but I already got like a #1 SBO song. Like, bro, I've been the V5, man. It's amazing. So, oh man.
Shoot, let me find out about to make a AI record label here pretty soon. Well, who said that?
We own the rights to the music.
Right, we own the rights to the music. I can sit there and just sit there and make my own hits without anything else other than just prompting it. What?
I'm gonna sign an AI to a 360 deal. How about that?
I'm done with you. Get that 1 year plan.
I'm gonna be the Diddy of the AI music industry.
Speaking of Diddy, he only got 4 years.
Yeah, 50 months. 4 years, 2 months. That's crazy.
And that includes the time that he spent in jail already.
Damn. So he gonna be out in like 6 months then. Good behavior.
The Diddy parties are back. What?
Right?
He was excited. I'm trying to go.
Billionaires, we back.
Can you imagine the comeback party? The comeback party is gonna be the best one. Who said that?
The comeback.
Oh, that's diabolical. Let me stop. People take offense when you joke about shit like that. It's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. Justin Bieber better hide somewhere.
That's diabolical.
I will say this. Speaking of Justin Bieber, because I think he came out with like two new albums or something. So I was listening to some of his songs, and some of them were good. But here's what I did. I listened to like an AI track that I made, like that was good, and I listened to a Justin Bieber song. And I gotta be 100% honest. One of the AI songs sounded better than the Justin Bieber song. So, just saying, man.
Caleb competing with real artists right now. He's making them work.
Crazy, yeah.
He's trying to hit the Billboard leaderboards.
The sound quality is up there, man.
I mean, to Diddy before he comes out.
Yeah, if you're a SoundCloud rapper, you're not using Suno. You're tripping. There's tools you can do. Like
you a SoundCloud rapper, the minute you touch Suno, you gonna get signed.
Yeah, because I mean, it's you. Especially if you can write some lyrics down, like you can try out. Like, oh, I want to see if these lyrics will make sense in the song. Put it in Suno, see if it makes sense, and then boom, maybe you get to the studio or something. And now they're adding new features to where you can put your own vocals in and stuff. Like, yeah, dude. Like I said, I think Suno is a good example of how you can use AI as a tool to increase your productivity or increase your creativity instead of looking at it as something that's going to take away from creativity. But yeah, man.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
You know, I've been experimenting with different languages and stuff, and honestly, as much people like Spanish and people like Japanese, I think the best sounding language for music is French. 'Cause I've been doing songs that I've made, and I'll do it in Spanish, I do it in Chinese, Japanese. The French one is always cooking. I'll just say that, bro.
Have you done it in Brazil Portuguese?
No. But maybe for some of these Brazil songs, I will.
Ooh.
You gotta start messing with that funk. You know, Wolf was
Yeah,
going
Brazilian
crazy
funk.
when I showed him that funk tune that one time.
But yeah, man, I think that's everything we got, man. It's
yeah.
Next week, you know, it's gonna be a new Speedstorm season. Curious to see how it is without a track. You know, we got some tournaments and CrossWorlds, Sonic Racing CrossWorlds this weekend. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean the AI is popping. So you know, if y'all see it, and y'all want to make your. Because here's the thing: me, Sammy, Angel, we make our own things, but like, like I'm sure people have ideas that they want to see. So you know, if you have the Suno code, not the Suno code, if you have the Sora code, you know, get the prompt and make some stuff. And if you want to make some music, maybe you got like a certain song, a genre, something, some lyrics you want to put down. Shoot, get the Sunos. $10 you can make.
Said that, bro. I just thought about it. You can make a music video. You got Sora to make the video, and then Suno to make the soundtrack.
Yes. Now, yeah, you can literally have the music, use Sora to make the video, and I think there's another AI tool that you can use where it can lip sync music to a mouth. So then you can literally have somebody like singing stuff to the music that you're putting in, and it'll verbalize it. Like, so it's a lot of tools out there, man. But yeah, the rise of AI artists is coming. I remember there was an article where they were like a record label trying to sign like an AI rapper. They were just a little ahead of their time because you know the future. There's definitely gonna be some AI artists.
My girlfriend actually pointed out that there was someone that made an AI like avatar and a sound for that avatar, and it got signed to a label.
Yeah.
And they was on YouTube Colors not too long ago. Not sure if you know what that is, like the live event where artists go and perform. So they performed.
Yeah, just like Hatsune Miku, she's an AI. That's a Vocaloid person. That's why she's able to be in so many different collabs because you know it's just the character with an AI voice that just can't do anything, or you know, very brand. You know, not a bunch of copyright. You know, preventing her from doing anything. But yeah, making an AI image and then putting the sound to it, you can definitely trademark it. But yeah, yeah. So make sure y'all, you know, next week will be episode 47.
Yep. And we almost have 100 subs, guys. 5 away. Tell a friend to tell a friend because we got an event coming up soon for our anniversary, 1-year anniversary. And what better anniversary would it be if we had 100 subs by then? Giveaways. Caleb said he's gonna give away his prize money.
I never said that. And whatever AI you have programming my voice to say that is a lie.
That's crazy.
Nah, but it's gonna be a good month for us. We definitely eat. You know, we're you know a lot closer now to our goal of reaching 500 subs. You know, because at that point, when we hit 500 subs, guys, we might have to do some merch for you guys. some Captain CrashOut t-shirts, some mugs, and
Sammy
welcome to the CrashOut on a t-shirt or a mug. That'd be kind of crazy. The mug looks like it's cracked, but it's not.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll be covering the World Cup, the winners and losers. So in the knockout stage to see who'll be progressing in the winners bracket, and who will be trying to survive in the losers bracket. So it'll be interesting. So make sure you stay tuned. Like, subscribe, so you don't miss. Hit the bell icon. We're still covering it. That's all. Yeah. Final words. Been lucky.
Happy birthday, Nano.
Yeah, happy 30th birthday, man.
Yeah, happy birthday.
30.
You old head.
Hey, man, as the human lifespan starts to increase, the average from 70 to 80 to 100 to 120, if it ever averages out to 120, 30 is going to be considered young. You know what I'm saying? Your life ain't over just because you hit 30. You still got a lot more living.
30s are going to be the new 20.
30.
Facts.
Take care of your body.
Sammy did his last words like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, so I guess that was my last word. You know what I'm saying? I think I'll definitely be experimenting with Suno more with some of the Spanish songs. I think what I'll do is I'll make an English song first, and if it's popping, I'll put the Spanish lyrics to it. So I'll come out.
I guess last words are left for Angel and Nano.
Angel and Nano's crazy.
Nano, what do you got to say before we shut this shit down?
Nano's not even here.
He said, "Show that Invincible Season 4 trailer while you at it."
That was, I don't know how long ago that was.
Damn, we might have to. It is his birthday. Can't disappoint the man.
You already disappointed me.
I've been dipped.
He left.
Yo, well, that was a great episode. We covered a lot of bases. Stay tuned. World Cup matches are happening this weekend. And then you never know what other news and gaming will happen in another week. So, stay tuned for that. Like, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified whenever we go live. And we'll see you guys next Wednesday. Hopefully, Nano will be here next Wednesday. He could talk about his little birthday adventures. Yeah, have a great night. And we'll see you guys next week. Welcome to the CrashOut.
No real steel, Sammy Bill frame.
Hey, on Jeff, shit on Craig.
Yeah. Mike's hot, but I missed a lot. Stream, back up, gotta pick the spot. Fold in the chair, still sharp with it. They said go live, I ain't argue with. We was running like pit lane crew. Low tall, big fat, tight view. Angel, flow, Nano, real steel. Sammy Bill frames, tail wheel, did it start with a spark? Maybe. Now it takes whole weight like daily. No ranch, no noise, just balance. Receipts in glass, that's talent. Guests come through, got proof on deck. Timestamp clean, we don't gotta check. Chat go wild like a launch hit, but we clear the line, let the point just sit. CrashOut, tap in, what did I miss? Name in the mix, who talk like this? Take with no spine, we don't dismiss. We just let truth do flips. Like CrashOut, tap in, what did I miss? Same fold locked in, clip too crisp. Run that back if the quote don't hit. It's all in the cut, not tricks. Scope got bigger, we're bound to grow.
talking patches, titles, even shows, creators wild, views hit highs, but what's a climb if the bass don't last? Got trap all plays, fake nets, told y'all straight, don't chase those bets. Wrestle nights, promos heat, we break cadence like we edit beats. Film take hold, what lingers twice, what flops on a rewind, loo that slice. Hardware rumors, now we split them, price specs leaks, we don't just hit them. Crash out, tap in, what did I miss? Run that clip, who really like this? No cap, just cues in the docket list. If you ain't got facts, don't twist. Crash out, tap in, what did I miss? Same 4 lives, still talking slick. Angel, Nano, Sammy, and Kayla, we built this seat. Don't trip. Sam Track War got tainted rounds. People vote like they planting ground. Spy tax, crap match names caught. We slow it all down like a framing car. Recast post, they become the dot. With a meta shift and the top get dropped. Call in, heat like a flame on cue. Found top real and the clips run through, but it ain't just take, it's the way we shift. If you can't cite source, it don't get lift. Don't play that loud if the brood ain't sound. If the take don't cite, it won't stick round. Mic still warm, but we come with it. Crash outs where the con gets lit. Crash out, tap in, what did I miss? Same 4 chairs, same heat, same twist. Talk got depth, don't need no skits. We don't chase hype, we fix. Crash out, tap in, what did I miss? Said it once, might say it again. If the quote don't hold it, don't make print. Cut through noise, that's it. Mic's down. Docket full though. Next run already locked in. See it. Crash out. Same time.